All right. Well, because I don't know that we're going to have much of a live audience since the Stream of Many Eyes is going on today.
Oh my God, yes.
Adam and I were a little sad that we weren't invited to come hang out. Not that there would be any reason why we would.
Yeah.
Out of pure jealousy, I was too. I was like, "Oh my God, there's all these people meeting, and I want to be part of it.
Yeah,
I want so badly to be a part of it."
That's kind of how I was feeling too. And looking at seeing the set that they set up to and all the cosplay, I was like, "Oh, that looks so much fun."
It was
I think we should all pester everybody we all know at Wizards of the Coast. I don't care. I just want to be in like the 500-foot radius of it.
You can make me stand in the sound booth or whatever.
We'll be the dice runners or something.
Yeah.
I'll be a gopher.
Yeah, I would do that.
No. What we do is we provide the emotional support for players after their characters have died.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, except the problem is I'm going to be standing behind somebody just going, "You smell amazing." And then we all get kicked out. It's just not going to be a good day.
It's not going to go well.
Have you seen all the tweets from it, though? It's a lot of people being like, "Oh my gosh, I'm around all these nerds, and I can't talk to anyone because my anxiety's gotten so high."
Yeah, that sounds right.
Well, God, you smell like platinum pieces and criticals.
And on that note, welcome to Clinical Role.
Welcome.
This is where psychologists talk and play D&D and have some fun. So welcome back to everybody. So first, a couple of announcements. One that's for all of us. We were all featured in Sci-Fi Wire, which was crazy and amazing. So if you haven't seen that article, check it out. If someone could throw the link up for that in the Twitch chat, that would be lovely. It's a really nicely written article. It was just awesome. And so kind of... her name's slipping my brain. What was her name?
It was Lisa.
That sounds right.
She was
might be okay because I'm not sure if we're actually live.
Uh-oh.
Did we get kicked off?
We have 7 viewers, it says to me.
Oh, hey, I just need to refresh.
I know that I put the website, the link up on our website, up on GameToGrow.com/press.
It's on my Twitter. It's been put up on my Twitter a whole bunch. So, but check it out. It's awesome. Any other announcements or appearances that are happening pretty soon for you guys?
Well, Take This is going to be at E3 for the 3rd year, and that's pretty exciting.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm heading
awesome.
down to LA in 2 weeks for that. I just got back from MomoCon and DreamHack. I've been 3 time zones this week.
Wow.
At one of my panels,
so much travel.
We asked the audience what time zone I'm in.
It's an Ask the Audience panel.
It was actually a very intimate panel. There were some scheduling snafus. I ended up with a panel audience size of 2 people.
Oh no!
No,
it was very intimate.
Yeah,
we've been in those situations.
Super intimate panel, right?
What's up, Levi?
Yeah, I guess I should get everybody's names at that point, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's exciting that you've been traveling around so much. That you're going to be in so many places. E3's got to be a really cool experience.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
E3 is a whole different beast, and I am glad that Take This is going to be going back for the 3rd time.
I want to know all about Fallout.
I'll tell you what, the first year I went, I didn't actually get onto the main floor because I was just so freaking busy. Last year, I think I was on the main floor for maybe an hour. If I get on the main floor, I'll let you guys know what I see.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, 2 thumbs up. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big.
Yes. We're Game to Grow is going to be doing a live webinar. That the details are still as the date and time is still as of yet to be declared.
2 weeks
to talk about Critical Core. I always want to say Clinical Role. That's where we are. To talk about Critical Core, which is the packaged game system for therapeutic social skills that we're going to be developing and kickstarting in the next couple of months. We're going to be doing a webinar about that, so keep your eyes on @Game2Grow on Twitter. We'll be talking about it there, I'm sure.
Nice.
Lisa Granshaw.
I was right.
You did such an amazing job writing that stuff.
She did. It was
Great
awesome, and she's so cool. So it's great to see that. And I'll be at Gen Con. So that's good. As far as I know, my talk's not sold out yet. So there's still tickets if you want to come see me and then some really big powerhouse women in gaming talking about the power of tabletop role-playing games. I feel lucky to be on that panel, just because the other people on it are so freaking amazing. So
What does that tell you about you, Megan?
That stuff happens if you're just willing to do the work. Because I was the one who proposed the panel.
So welcome to the self-doubt panel.
I just did that 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And Megan,
I have an article that just came up in for Take This as well, talking about anxiety and my own personal struggles with anxiety. So
it's a good article.
Yeah,
check that one out.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think that's everything. Any other things?
I think that's all the announcements.
Those are our announcements.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will do the summary this week. But next week, next time, not necessarily next week. I'm not sure when we're playing next. We'll find that out. All right. So, when last we left our heroes, having trekked through the jungles to the temple, the party had descended, fighting undead and other monsters before they finally came to the large chamber where they encountered an illithid and an elder brain that were tied to this strange purplish stone, seeming to be connected to them somehow. Through some really awesome damage and hits and Neek vamping down on top of the stone, the party was able to smash it, and in the next instant, the elder brain grabbed up the illithid undead wizard-looking thing and escaped. Following the battle, Shadow and Zizu decided that they were going to take their leave of the group to head back towards the Aarakocra people to try and further help them with their troubles. The rest of the party ascended back up to the entrance of the tomb and made their way back to the camp. So you all have, at this point, returned to the surface. The sun's starting to set and things are pretty quiet where you're at. When you had been here before, those pendants you had that were letting you know if undead were around were kind of just continuously, but they had been nonstop. I imagine probably most of you guys took them off because it was irritating, but now they're not moving at all. There is still in the air. One of the things you remember having noticed moving into this area is that it had been oddly quiet. And it's still quiet now, but now you're starting to hear the distant movement of some bugs and other creatures. You go back to that barn structure that you had found, and you do find that Tweedledum and Jenkins are there, still safe, maybe a little stir crazy for having been cooped up for a full day. And Orbith recommends that you guys camp there for the night. So I don't know about you all, but I'm exhausted. I think we rest and then figure out our way forward in the morning.
Is the jungle less undead dinosaur-y than it was previously?
Well, you're not your pendants aren't going off at all to warn you that any undead are close to you.
Okay.
They've sort of been continually going off beforehand.
What's the range on this thing?
Does Gragnold hold it out like maybe just a little, few extra inches that make the difference?
Got no service here.
Margin of service.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Mine's on ringer mode too.
He turns
yeah, that's right. You had to set yours to ring mode instead of vibrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had been kind of continually like ring, ring, ring.
I pictured that it was going diddly-doo.
Is that the phone from Jurassic Park? Was that a Jurassic Park 2 reference?
Not intentional. Just the most annoying ringtone.
All right. So would you guys just hang out in the barn? Would you go explore a little bit? What do you think you guys might do before camping down for the night?
Well, we probably need to rest given the battle that just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as we're safe, and as long as we're safe enough, I think that would be a good thing to be doing.
Are there any birds around?
You don't see any birds in this area, but it's one of the things that you notice. Like before, there were only like a few bugs and things. It seems like there's a few more. So life seems to be maybe returning to this area a little bit.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good sign. Ish, I guess.
If the undead dinosaur is carrying bugs away, that's a problem.
I mean, they're scary undead dinosaurs.
Yeah, but bugs don't. But bugs like dead things a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of those things that Immeral learned on the streets about the wilderness, which was basically anything that didn't have walls surrounding him, is that if there's birds chirping, it means things are safe.
Yeah.
How did he learn? What was the situation where he learned that on the streets? Was that
he knows a guy who said something.
This is like someone once told a story.
Yeah, basically.
And that was like
a wise man.
A wise man.
Yeah,
it was a story of Taborlin the Great.
His name was Bruce. He was the biggest kid in the pack. Bruce had a lot of facts.
He's a knowledgeable guy.
He was very knowledgeable.
Bruce also told Immeral that you can't lick your own elbow, at which every other small kid in the little urchin pack
clicked up there.
Yeah. Nice. So as you guys are kind of settling in for the night, just kind of walking around taking stock of things, Immeral, with your passive perception, one thing you notice had kind of escaped your attention before when you come in here, but so the door is here, and along this wall towards the farther wall, there's a trough, a stone trough, and you kind of walk between the gap between the stone trough and the back wall, and you notice a symbol carved into the back of the trough. So I'm putting it on the
like a drum symbol.
Yeah. And I was thinking a symbol. Don't fit here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I recognize anything about this symbol?
Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Okay, let's see what I can do here with my wonderful. God, that's a terrible history. It explains because I got all my facts.
Yesterday, I saw this symbol.
Yeah. No, Bruce led me down the wrong path. I got a modified 6.
You've never seen it before. It's cool.
Yeah.
It looks pretty neat. You look at it though for a little while.
Is Immeral like? I'll bet Bruce would know all about this symbol.
Yeah.
Is Bruce going to become like the standard for which Immeral like holds history and story?
Yeah.
Where'd you learn that, Bruce?
Bruce.
Oh man, Bruce.
What's his last name? MacGuffin? I don't know.
Bruce MacGuffin.
I figure you're gonna go Wayne or Banner. I don't know.
No, I like Bruce MacGuffin. That's
Bruce MacGuffin's pretty good too.
His name is Deus Ex.
Yeah, so it doesn't really remind you of anything. Like you keep kind of getting drawn to it though. Like as you're kind of walking around every now and then, you just kind of keep looking at it. You're not entirely sure why, but so as darkness comes, Orbith recommends that you guys use one of the tiny huts again, if you guys were up for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we in a barn?
Let's see.
Yeah, you're in like a barnish. It's kind of so
run down.
Yes, a part of the roof's caved in, but Orbith covered a lot of that with other vegetation and things. There are some windows in it.
Okay. Did Immeral let us know about this weird symbol on the wall?
I don't know. Megan, what kind of vibe is Immeral getting from this? Like, he's fascinated by it clearly, but am I feeling any urges to do anything? You're
not feeling any urges to do anything. It's not like it's bothering you or anything like that to look at it.
See, it kind of sounds like it seems out of place in a barn.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's hidden away. I mean, it's obviously in a place where people wouldn't see it. It's very out of the way, kind of hidden away. One of the things you would notice about it too, though, is it's very well done. It doesn't look like something that somebody just hurriedly scratched into the stone. Like this, what you can see on there with the detail of like the sword blade and thing, like that is actually carved in. And so it looks like somebody took a lot of time to do this.
Okay.
And did it very carefully.
So I do go back over to Immeral and Gragnold and let them know, hey guys.
You're going back to yourself?
Yes. Have the best conversation.
I would say that's all of our journeys is to come back.
Right. We're returning to ourselves in a great sense. In fact, he's going to talk to the empty chair and both sides. And psych humor for those of you who are watching.
Yeah.
He's going to put himself in a seat surrounded by people who berate him.
I want this to be like pop-up video where whenever you make like a reference like that, it's like
Dr. B is referencing Gestalt.
This is happy chair technique.
Encounter groups of the 1970s. They were terrible. So no, I talked to Gragnold and Baeridin and say, guys, there is a carved ornate symbol that I just don't recognize hidden around the structure here. I don't know if either one of you want to take care of it or look at it, but I don't really recognize it, but it's weird.
I'll take a look. It sounds interesting. This barn is boring.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's a barn, so we're gonna sleep in it. It's not meant to be exciting.
Right. Just let us know. Let me know what you know about this symbol, because I don't know anything.
Oh, you recognize that's a sword, and this is a circle. It looks like the sword's in the circle. It's got a little bit of a squiggly over there. It looks like a moon almost. What do you think?
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, that's about right.
I got a 21.
Natural 20 or modified 21?
Nah, modified 21. 19. Roll on the roll.
So I'm going to say you don't know what this symbol is, just because given the history of where you grew up, you wouldn't know exactly what it is. You've seen it before, though.
Oh, that was familiar.
So in the mountains, climbing through more towards the east of the village, you've found a place that was it was actually during like a scavenging. You're out looking for something and you needed some shelter, and you found this place that was pretty well sheltered and out of the way, and actually was really hard to find. But once you found it, it settled in there. And again, it was hidden away in a corner, so someplace where it wasn't obvious. You saw this symbol. So
what are the chances this showed up both by our old village and shows up here as well?
Where is your old village?
It's pretty far from here, right?
It's on the other side of the world.
Yeah, it's like on the entire other side of the plains. It would have nothing to do with this place.
Do you have a map? Does anybody have a map?
Baeridin
You guys should.
He keeps on it.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't have a map of the world. I think.
Because there was a really
but
cool
it's
map
flat because it's just a big disc.
But you guys do know that the area you're from is called the Moonlit Mountain Range.
Which is near this town where you grew up, Immeral.
Which, and Immeral, you know that. So the Moonlit Mountain Range is humongous. And to the eastern side is actually where the temple is that you were trained in as a monk.
Okay.
So Baeridin would say I've seen this symbol before. The only time I saw it before was in the Moonlit Mountain Range, nearby our old village. Didn't know what it meant then, and I still don't know what it means.
So this is a symbol from way on the other side?
Yeah, on the other side of the world.
Or it could be from here, and it's also over there, and over there it was a symbol from across the world.
You're blowing my mind, Gragnold.
It's all about perspective, see? If you're there, here's across the world.
Baeridin like has to like lean against something.
And Immeral's
like,
just
oh my god,
mouth agape once again at Gragnold because that was oddly prescient. Except I feel like if Immeral said that's oddly prescient, Gragnold would say something to the effect of, I don't feel pressure.
So it's pretty regularly prescient.
Okay, so Gragnold, what you're saying is that this could be a symbol from here that somehow migrated to where we're all from?
Or the opposite.
That makes way too much sense.
Megan, am I getting any kind of like the symbols making magic, or is like a rune of some kind or anything like that? Like, are we in danger for the symbol being here, or is this more like
make an Arcana check.
Thing that's going on? Great. I rolled a 7, which makes it a 9.
It doesn't seem to be magical. I mean, you guys did spend a night in here already, and nothing happened. So,
I want to like draw it, write it down.
I think you should make a rubbing of it.
I'll make a rubbing of it.
Okay.
It is etched.
Yep. So
in classic Indiana Jones fashion.
Yeah. So you make a rubbing of it. As the night settles, Orbith would suggest that you guys do watches, just in case.
Well, Immeral will take the first watch.
Orbith will just
the split shift.
Okay.
I'll do whatever needs to be done.
The dawn.
The dawn watch.
The dawn
All right.
watch.
So everybody settles down for the evening. Immeral, as you start your... Oh gosh, that seems so loud to me. As you start your watch, you actually decide... Would Immeral be okay, like, not being in the tiny hut for watch, or would he feel the need to just kind of sit in the tiny hut to meditate and be on watch?
Well, I think the best... Doesn't the tiny hut have a spire or a rooftop? And it's...
Well, it's like a dome.
It's like a dome, but like if you're allowed in it, you can go through the dome. Like you can actually stand up out of the dome.
Yeah, I actually think Immeral's best bet for being on watch would be to meditate on top of the dome.
Well, no, he wouldn't sit on top of the dome. He would fall through it because he's allowed in it.
Well, I guess you might be able. We're inside of a barn, right? You can maybe climb on top of the roof of the barn.
Yeah. So, well, if there's a good place to sit up there, just basically wherever I can get a good vantage point.
Okay.
Is there a weather vane?
Meditate.
Okay, so scramble up onto like the roof, what's kind of left of the roof. So the building was stone. The roof, though, seemed to have been made out of wood, which is long since, for the most part, rotted away. Most of it has fallen in, but there were still some support beams and things left up that you guys used to cover up the roof to kind of hide Jenkins and Tweedledum. But as you're sitting and going into the meditation, you have an interesting history with that because as an elf, that's how you rest, as you go into meditation. But the fact that you grew up in a human orphanage, you've never really been taught how to meditate that you can remember.
Well, not until the monastery.
Till the monastery. They taught you this form of meditation that helped you focus, where you would focus in on your breathing and really connect with your breath, feeling the heartbeat in your body. This night, though, as you start to meditate, your mind keeps wandering back to that symbol. And it's like this thing just keeps coming up into your mind. And so at some point you decide just to kind of go with it for a moment and just kind of meditate on that symbol. And as you do that, the moon starts to rise. And you notice the moon rising in a crescent, about the same size as what's in that symbol.
Hold up your sword.
As you do that, you feel yourself enter into your restful trance, but this one is different than what you're used to. As you breathe and concentrate more, you start to see before you stone. And you feel the rough stone underneath your hand, and you feel your heart beating in your chest, starting to rapidly increase, and your breath starting to catch in your throat. And you stop, and your head turns back, and in your mind you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. You let out a breath and continue on, moving amongst the stones. Nothing smooth. The going's a bit difficult. You lose your footing at one point, and again you freeze, head looking back, counting slowly, not perceiving anything, continuing on. Eventually you get to this point, and your hand reaches out, and you grab onto the stone, and you quickly scramble yourself up, and then you sit on this small ledge. And you have one hand that's actually wrapped around what feels, there's like a gap in the stone. And you sit with your back, and you count again. Only this time you count longer. About a full 3 or 4 minutes pass. And again, another breath escapes your body. And you feel your heart start to increase its tempo again, and some excited, like butterfly feelings in your stomach as you make your way.
Like anticipatory?
Anticipatory, yeah.
Not really fear, but just sort of.
Not fear, that sort of excitement of like, okay.
I'm coming up on some new horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so you bring yourself to go through this small little crevice here. It's very tight, and at one point you feel your clothing snag and you freeze, and your hand just very carefully removes the clothing from where it was snagged, checking to make sure it wasn't ripped. Continuing on, and you see before you an exit. And you see this silvery light coming into this exit, and it's almost blinding to your eyes. You move gently up to it, and you put your hand out and bring it back. And there's this moment where you realize that didn't hurt. And you put your hand out and gently twist it in the light before putting your other hand into it. Then stepping out, letting the light come over your whole body as you look up to about a half full moon. And you could just feel this smile spreading across your face as your eyes sting with how bright it is. And you're suddenly brought back into the jungle, into the heat. And you feel the heat around you again. And you feel a little bit of moisture on your face. As you realize like your eyes have been watering. It's almost like you were staring into the sun. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Well, so about that crit fail.
All right.
I guess I'm even angrier than I was about to be.
So, as that vision fades, you start to breathe, and it's feeling like your breath is catching in your chest. You're feeling like no matter what you do, you can't breathe enough. You're starting to feel some tingling going down your arms. It's like the world is starting to close in around you. Immeral would not know this, but Dr. B knows what these are, so...
Actually, here's how Immeral would react to this.
Mm-hmm.
Immeral's getting mad.
Okay.
And Immeral's finding himself just getting really, really angry about this. He snaps out of the meditation and just starts doing push-ups like he did back at the monastery.
All right.
And he drops down into a martial arts form and finds himself practicing it, punching at the air more angrily than he has in quite some time.
All right. How long would he just kind of continue to do that till he was relieved from the watch?
Yeah, probably, because this is this is a pretty jarring experience. I'm imagining he can't find any sort of peace with this one. Immeral is just trying to distract himself from the feelings, the very, very conflicting feelings of both anger and confusion and fear.
Okay. All right.
I imagine I'm about to take a level of exhaustion on this one.
You might. Baeridin, you wake up for your watch, and you come out. Now, is Emerald trying to do this like balanced up on the roof, or did he kind of come down into the barn to do this?
Yeah, he's doing it balanced on the roof.
All right.
Baeridin is going to wake up Hobbs to spend some time with him as well. And when he doesn't see Immeral, he's going to kind of go out searching for him. And I think he'll probably shapeshift into like a panther or something with a pretty decent climb speed. And Immeral tends to go up, so he's gonna go up.
All right.
And when he tracks Immeral down, I guess he would see him like doing push-ups and doing
deep horse stance balanced on the beam.
Yeah.
Kicking left, kicking right. It's very impressive.
I almost picture that opening scene from Witcher, like, with the little girl doing the training.
Oh yeah. I was actually thinking it's a kind of an obscure movie, but Only the Strong.
Oh yeah, Only the Strong. Oh man, that's spectacular. Isn't it? Yeah.
Mark Dacascos.
Yeah.
He learned capoeira for that one.
I did capoeira all in college.
That's awesome.
I'm belted in capoeira. So Baeridin is really just amazed because it's always fun to watch Immeral do these feats of amazing balance and strength. And he'll kind of watch for a second, and then would Baeridin get that like Immeral's a little bothered and a little?
You can see the scowl on his face, and there's a certain lack of fluidity to his movements, and there's a lot more force behind every punch, every kick. It's not subtle.
So Baeridin will shapeshift out and kind of walk up to Immeral on the roof and be like, "Hey, your shift's up. Everything okay?"
I'm fine.
All right. You don't seem fine. It's like the least poised I've ever seen you.
I'm fine.
All right. Well, if you want to talk, I'm here for several hours now. But maybe you should get some rest.
Climb down silently.
And Baeridin will turn to Hobbs and be like, "Well, that was unusual."
Hobbs gonna reaching for the little pouch of food at your side.
And Baeridin goes, "I know exactly what I was thinking." And then I'll pull out some food and eat snacks with Hobbs.
All right.
I think Baeridin, since he's already up there, will just stay up on the roof.
All right.
Mostly because he has to blow another shapeshift to come down.
Or
just
short
rest on the
wall.
Yeah, I mean, I'll short rest.
Yeah, you'll short rest during your watch.
Yeah. And he's also going to try to teach Hobbs some tricks.
Okay.
While he's up here, and like how to do some fun stuff. He's inspired by watching Immeral do like cool acts of balancing, but he's just smart enough to know he shouldn't try it himself. So he's going to try to teach Hobbs to do it.
I'm picturing that scene in the first Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s when Splinter is doing all the moves in the cage.
Yeah, and there's all the like little.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check with advantage.
Oh. Oh wait, I forgot we're what am I doing? I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Which makes it a 26.
So what you're able to do is you're able to teach Hobbs actually to do this really cool little move where he flies down and basically spins and smacks his tail into things, and he can actually like lob stuff. You guys start practicing this with like some loose stones and things that you find.
Yeah.
He's not lobbing them too hard, but he's getting some good distance on them.
Baeridin is at first remembering that he's on watch and it's the middle of the night and he should be quiet. But the excitement of watching Hobbs be so successful at this mostly makes him forget that he's supposed to be so quiet. So I don't know whether that ends up waking up other people, but Baeridin's like having a ball watching Hobbs do such a good job, and giving him lots of treats and praise for it.
Gragnold, your passive perception's what?
My passive perception, my perception's +2, so it's 12.
12, okay. Yeah, I imagine you probably won't wake up, and since Emerald's meditating, and I know his passive is like 16, so...
He's just ignoring it.
He's probably seeing it.
No, it's Immeral finds himself kind of calming down a little bit, seeing Hobbs get trained successfully. It's actually a really, really cute thing to watch. It's just so pure. Have you ever seen anything so pure?
All right. Eventually, your watch comes to an end.
I go down and wake up Gragnold, and I make him watch Hobbs do his trick. Hold a cup of coffee.
Oh, very nice, Baeridin. I'm impressed.
Do you want to see it again?
No.
He'll do it again.
One more time.
Okay, Hobbs, do it again. Yeah. See, even Gragnold loves it.
Good work, little one.
Yeah.
Now it's time for bed.
Oh, all right. Will you read me a story?
I can't read.
Oh, yeah.
I know that.
I guess I'll just go to bed.
I could tell you a story. But it's my turn.
Immeral gets up and offers to take another shift at watch.
You wanna watch and stop? Go back to sleep. I don't mind that one bit.
Go back to sleep. You guys need the rest.
Okay. Don't have to tell me twice. With my beard in my ears and goes.
That's great.
I want to see fan art of that.
That's how he keeps it so luscious and earwax.
And Baeridin makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Acids.
Gragnold, Baeridin's gonna give one last long look to Immeral as Immeral goes off, and Baeridin knows something's wrong but doesn't know how to help or how to get it out of Immeral.
Immeral climbs back up to the roof, and I'm okay. I'm okay now, ish.
When Baeridin gets down and starts to go to sleep, he whispers to Hobbs, "Keep an eye on him," and then curls up and goes to sleep. I don't know whether or not Hobbs listens to any of that. Baeridin seems to believe that Hobbs perfectly understands him at all times. So whether or not that's true,
just make another animal handling check for me. Let's see.
I was 23.
All right, so you tell Hobbs that, and he kind of looks at you, and he actually flies up. And Immeral, after you sit down, this little flying monkey comes and sits down and kind of tries to curl up in your lap.
That's awesome. And as Immeral starts meditating, so
you do sort of a mindfulness meditation where you're just kind of into petting Hobbs, you're keeping your awareness up of your surroundings and just kind of breathing through. Would he be concentrating on anything particular during this portion of his meditation, or
not really? Well, yeah. He's trying to listen for the sounds for the silence between the sounds.
Okay. So a lot of silence. But you are noticing there's sounds of crickets and frogs croaking, but they're further away. There's nothing within maybe a couple miles, but because it is still and it is very moist air and just heavy, you are able to hear sounds carrying.
Loud frogs.
Loud frogs, yeah. And one thing too, because it is a swamp, it would notice like if things are moving through the swamp, they would make kind of that slushing, that lovely little sucky noise. You don't hear any of that. It's
Nice.
fairly just nice and quiet as you watch the moon gently set and the sun, the light of pre-dawn starts to come up.
Feeling more at peace as the light starts to come up. And Hobbs helps.
Yeah.
When Gragnold and Immeral cross paths for that brief moment, is Immeral trying to keep his whatever was going on for him underneath the surface? Would I have been able to tell? Something was going on with Immeral, who normally is pretty
Stoic.
Yeah.
Is Immeral
Yeah.
stoic? I guess.
Yeah, and I'm not letting y'all know.
Would you be trying to keep it under wraps?
Absolutely.
Can I do an insight check?
I'm
Sure.
rolling deception on this.
Yep.
Contest.
Contested, right?
Natural 20. Adam can vouch for it.
What? I can't believe it.
Not a natural even 10, so
Gragnold, one of the things with your role in your village, and like especially the role you took with trying to mentor some of the pups as they were coming up, you got a good feel of when people were okay and when people really weren't okay, but were trying to do that thing of like, nope, I'm gonna muscle through this, I'm all right. You could tell something's up with Immeral.
I also have the wisdom to know that he needs to be alone right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was saying last night. All right, I'll keep my eye on him too.
All right. So the next morning comes, the tiny hut dissipates when Emmy's spell passes, or the spell scroll from Emmy passes. And so you guys all start having some breakfast and doing things, and Orbith comes over and says, right, so what's the plan?
Well, we still have to get back to the village, to the city with everything that we came to do, right?
I'd like that. I'm worried about my family.
Well, so we found Nanozele.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see her again. We should swing back by and say hi.
Or we could go back to Lord Nori and fulfill our mission.
Yeah. All right. I guess that sounds like a good idea.
So we got some hiking to do.
We do. So we're in this swamp right now. My understanding is this is the swamp that eventually feeds into the river that will take us all the way to Mabu if we want to follow the river, or we could try to cut straight through the jungles. I don't know which you guys would prefer.
Do we get a sense of which one is safer? Because obviously there's undead dinos with skin sloughing off in the jungle, and I may be Immeral, may be a city kid, but that ain't safe.
Yeah, that's not so safe. Let's see.
Didn't all that stop when we broke the thing?
It seems like things are a lot quieter now.
Okay.
Like, so the undead sensors are not going off.
If it's faster, I say we go through the jungle. I don't think there's any more undead dinosaurs.
And you know this how?
Holds up the amulet.
Okay, that's a fair point.
No.
Well, then let's go.
Unless someone's got a boat.
I don't.
I do not.
I think the jungle seems like a better choice then.
Well, there we go. So
Let's do it. I like the jungle. It's so thick.
There's a lot of dangers in there, but hopefully no more of these undead things. That thing was creepy, whatever that was. I don't like it.
My buddy Bruce, when I was a kid, told me that the jungle also had fun and games.
I suppose, but
I've never been there.
I get that right.
well, Then let's get going.
Gragnold is going to very quickly, as soon as he gets into the jungle, he's going to get down on his knees.
Okay. So as you guys are starting to exit the building, Orbith is just asking Nick to help him get the final things kind of strapped on to Tweedledum and to Jenkins. You guys step outside. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Yeah, and Baeridin's also like trying to is going to ride on top of Tweedledum and Jenkins.
I got my second 20 in a row.
Probably Jenkins.
Second 20, what?
That is ridiculous. Good dice for you.
Wait, yeah, good times.
I gotta try a different die here just to see.
Yeah.
I rolled a
I've
5.
learned this one is my killer dice.
The other day in groups, my dice, I rolled probably 8 natural 20s in a 90-minute period.
That's crazy.
And the kids,
Wow.
I was like, sometimes I just roll my dice randomly, like in between talking, and they were just 20s. And I was like having the kids watch me roll 20s. They're like, you need to get rid of those dice.
Those are unbalanced. They will kill us all.
Yeah, my big mammoth freaking this thing is betraying me.
No. But
All
it's
right.
so pretty.
Well,
Yeah, well, I got the little ones that are the same stone. They're not betraying me, except that one just did.
well, Immeral, your passive is your floor, at least.
That's good because I rolled under that.
Yeah. All right. So, Immeral and Gragnold, you guys see 3 people starting to make their way in your direction. Immeral, you're not exhausted, but you're not as well rested as you would be normally. So you're noticing, like, you see the 3 people moving towards you. Gragnold, since you had the extra sleep, you're feeling a lot more perceptive. You can see that they're not moving fluidly. Like, the movements are a bit, like,
Are they
jarring.
dragging their feet a little bit?
Not dragging their feet. They're definitely, like, but it's sort of like
Shambling.
marionette-ish, if you'd say. And you also notice on the ground behind these entities, which with a nat 20, you do also notice that they're wearing tabards of Pelor. It's 3 of them. But you do also notice behind them there seem to be like these almost like snot bubbles kind of rolling along the ground behind them.
Like the prisoner?
I haven't seen that.
Like the jelly things from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, kind of like the jelly things from Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
That's a good way to...
That's nice. Not as frightening as the prisoner.
So this looks like bad juju, I'm guessing, right? This is like not just like snot bubbles and shambling Pelorians just hanging out in the jungle. This is...
Yeah, this does not look good. And as they're coming up...
Oh, it's battle cry time.
It's going to be battle cry time. Go ahead, everybody, roll for initiative. I am going to keep track of initiative on here just because...
Oh, there you are.
That's my battle cry.
The
Full Rufio.
It was full Rufio.
Yeah.
Bangarang, Adam.
And I get to open up... Oh, where am I getting these monsters from?
Oh no.
Hold on. Something about Morden Kendro.
Some kind of
Morton Kendra.
It's Mort's Book of Bad Guys.
You guys over. I did move you.
No. I know that. It's Mort's Kosher Deli of Killer Clowns.
Yeah. Morton Keaton's.
Morton Keaton. Oh, he's the rabbi.
Oh,
That's
Morton.
Rabbi Morton Keaton.
what Rabbi Morton Keaton?
Morden Kendra. Don't stop. TikTok on the clock.
All right. Turn 2 for that. All right. So let me just go. I'm just going to go through. So Gragnold,
10.
which you got 10. Okay. Emerald, don't forget you also have MA as well.
Oh, that's right. MA is
Yep.
Nix.
So Baeridin,
The MA will roll.
11.
Okay. Immeral?
MA gets a 15,
Uh-huh.
and Immeral gets a 9.
MA got 15. Emerald got 9. I have to do Nick and Obith, because...
Just thinking, Nick, you've been awful quiet.
Uh,
Normally you're so
yeah,
tired.
I don't know what's going on here. It seems a little strange. I don't feel very well. Nick... All right. Obith got 12.
I'm not going to roll an insight on that. I just believe you.
What's
going on now?
going on?
And Nick...
Bit of a sniffles.
Ooh, he got a 20.
Of course he did.
He's got that awesome dagger.
Which gives him a plus... He has a +7 to initiative.
That's nuts.
So he has a 27. Wow.
Impressive.
Right. Oh, whoops. I need to make these descending. There we go.
When you guys roll initiative in groups, if someone rolls a natural 20, you just let them go first.
The way I end up doing it, just because I work with a lot bigger groups than the rest of you all do, is whoever gets the highest roll, we just go clockwise from there.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because it's easier for everybody to keep track of, and especially if we've got some kids who have some processing speed deficits, they know exactly where things are coming in the order.
Yeah. We do, so my group of, where we have 10, everybody's paired up, and each pair rolls one initiative together, and then they act together.
Oh, that's good.
So that way they have to work. So it's a senior player with a junior player, and so the more experienced one is tutoring the less experienced one on what they can do during combat too. And so they coordinate their efforts too. So it can be like the druid's like, okay, I'm gonna grasping vine this person while the fighter does an attack of opportunity and then a secondary attack or something. It's just really cool.
Yeah, we've toyed with that a little bit, but I like that system better than what I've come up with.
Feel free to steal, please.
Like I don't steal from all of you.
I know. All right. Oh, I should probably roll. I'm not going to roll for the dinos. They're kind of tethered in and stuck. Okay. So first off, let me do this with all of these guys.
My table rule is at D10 for initiative.
I do like the D10 roll.
It makes your natural initiative modifier more important.
Why aren't they showing up?
Oh, cool.
Hello.
It's confusing because everything else is D20, but my players know. I kind of want to switch to D12 because then you get to use the D12.
Yeah.
Otherwise, who uses it?
I do like it's the least used die, and it's like a super cool shape.
But it's nice to have the initiative modifier actually means something. Otherwise, it's like a thing that matters very little in my games is the initiative modifier.
Right.
I actually need to introduce you guys to a friend of mine who created an RPG system called the Aeroflight system. And he's very big on creating what's now slowly becoming known as Decopunk. Think Maltese Falcon, occultism and Nazis, et cetera, and the entire system uses D12.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. All right, so Nick's going to come out and go ahead and use his short bow against one of them.
Where?
Which is unfortunately going to miss because he rolled a 4. And he's going to go, hey, guys, these things look weird. I think you all should come out. And that brings it to their turn.
Great.
All right. And actually, I'm going to move. I assume you guys would have been standing outside, so I did say Nick was inside, so let me just move you all.
Do they know that they're the baddies?
I bet they think they're goodies.
Skulls on our helmets.
Wait a second. All right, so...
How do I change where I can see? How do I drag my...
Oh, you guys should have 360 views on here, right? You can't...
Currently.
I just see black.
I'm getting 360, but the view is cut off like right.
Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I don't know why this is doing this. I could have sworn I fixed this before.
No, that did it.
That did it? Okay, hold on.
Not for me.
Please pause for...
Did it for me. Technical difficulties.
Difficulties. Da 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 da.
Let's check in with chat. Hey chat, how's it going over here?
Hi guys. Well, I could have sworn I fixed that. Can you guys see now?
Oh, we can see it now.
Okay, good. All right.
Back to you, Adam.
So first guy's going to. They don't have. All right.
Well, they look like a little adventuring party with gelatinous.
10, 15, 20.
Those cubes look
15.
gelatinous.
Can I play as a gelatinous cube? What would my
Quivers
class?
with suspicion. He also quivers with excitement.
Does he quiver with anticipation?
20. All right, so I'm over there. 10, 15, 20. So that's it. They can only move this turn. And these guys are going to move up as well. 5.
Boy, Levi is just being all sorts of chatterbuggy up in here.
It's awesome.
20,
Thanks, Levi.
10, 15, 20. 20. Over there. All right, cool. That's all they could do. They could move. MA. She's inside.
Yes, she is.
Nick
That's
looks like not in a great
right yonder. MA, they are hostile, all of these people, and cube-like structures?
Seems that way. They seem very unnatural.
Does this
And as they came up to you guys, one thing you would have seen too is their eyes seem to be just solid red.
Well, that's never a good sign.
Yeah, it's not
I think it means they have a fever.
great. Are they searching for more cowbell?
And these,
Well, and that's funny because MA is a bard.
yeah. Oh, and I will say too, though I'm using gelatinous cube icons on here, these are more like an like the oozy things from Breath of the Wild, but you can see inside of them are different like animal bones and things.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of slishing along the ground with these animal bones inside of them.
Is that the sound of it losing?
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
Well,
It's pretty gross.
again, MA said MA does believe they have a fever.
Yeah.
Pulls out the cowbell.
Yes.
The only prescription.
For this fever.
It's more cowbell. Yeah, but instead the cowbell is MA's bard. Oh, she is increased in level, hasn't she?
Yeah, she probably should have increased as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good news for me is I kind of know what that does. But either way, know what spell I'm going to use? I bet you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you do. What's up, Dissonant Whispers?
Yeah.
How you
You're
doing?
so far away.
Wait, she's so far away?
No.
Oh.
This.
Oh. Sorry. Seriously, I really need the saxophone. Oh, no. Careless Whispers saxophone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
And, as she casts Dissonant Whispers at the dude in the red cloak,
All right.
definitely lets him know he's never going to dance again.
All right. So it's a wisdom save?
George
It
Michael.
is
Or a different one.
and once as MA should be a little higher since I have
It's a fail. It's a 10.
hot diggity.
All right. So
God,
reaction
terrible.
going that. Why are these guys locking onto the? Oh, whatever. All
Does he
right.
have a cape? Does this guy here have a cape?
Yeah.
Can we use it?
I picked icons that looked a little bit different just so I could tell them apart without having to put dots on them.
No, that's great. I'm just like, Baeridin's like appreciating his cape.
All right. Emma,
Wow.
are you going to take an attack of opportunity on that guy, or?
Oh, I am.
All right, go for it.
Everyone's definitely taking that attack of opportunity. Does it qualify as a sneak attack given everything?
You do not know. This wouldn't be a
Don't
sneak
have
attack.
advantage on this one.
Yeah. Sorry.
Grr. Okay, so 1d7 plus 8. Are you freaking kidding me?
What is it?
I have come to the conclusion that this guy
Not
really hates me today.
not serving.
Okay, yeah. So this thing kind of, as it goes away from you and
You're going to prison. You're going to dice jail.
Dice jail. Is it dice jail tag?
You go to strike at it, but like just how it's moving, like you're expecting it to move one way, and as it's moving away from you, it's moving in a way that's a little unexpected and seemingly unnatural. What's the damage for the dissonant whispers?
That is 3d6 psychic damage.
Yes.
Let's see here, and that's
Do we have?
all right. That's not good either. All right, that's a little bit better. I do 8 psychic damage.
Oh wait, is that a charm spell?
It is not. It is an enchantment spell.
Okay. Okay, it's 8 damage. You said.
I did.
Alrighty. All right, so Emmy comes out, smacks on her cowbell, and this one entity just goes, and it kind of shuffles on back. All right, next up is Orberth, who's going to come here, and he's going to shoot at the guy near Nick, which I'm just going to do that on the chat there, because that's a little easier for me. And he misses with a 9. And that's all he can do, I think. So, it's going to be, get him. And Baeridin, it is your turn.
I think Baeridin, with his newfound shape-shifting abilities, is going to shape-shift into a polar bear.
Nice.
But first, he's going to cast Bark Skin on himself.
Okay. So you cast Barkskin. That's concentration, correct?
It is concentration, and he gains an AC of 16.
All right. So I'm going to put a little purple dot on you just to indicate that you are concentrating on a spell.
Yeah. And then shapeshift into a polar bear, and I don't think we have a polar bear.
I don't.
Why polar bear?
Let's see. Because they're cool. They're like a really big bear.
Oh, it's like a bear, but it's
like bigger.
Oh, I found a free one. Hold on.
Is polar bear in the monster menu?
Boop.
Or just flavor?
Ah, it's in
There you go.
Oh, cool.
You become polar bear.
I'm a polar bear.
Let me give you control of that.
And then would Baeridin know whether or not these like bubble slime things are like okay to chomp on?
They look scary.
I'm not sure I want to bite them.
They're also kind of creepy looking, so.
Yeah. I think he's going to move over just a little bit.
Okay.
Just
which would get an attack of opportunity from one of those guys.
What did Arnai still in the...
Because it's 5-foot reach, so the black one.
Oh, no.
I thought I was still in 5 feet. But
oh, no, I guess you are. So sorry. You're right.
yeah, I just turned
You're right. I was wrong. Yep.
Cool. I can't do anything else. That was my bonus in my stuff. Baeridin, when he casts Bark Skin, all his skin turns to bark, and he goes like, always uncomfortable. And then turns into a bear and roars in full on Golden Compass fashion.
Nice. So you can see this ginormous white bear suddenly appear and just roaring out. Outside of its natural habitat, it seems odd.
It's very hot here.
It's very hot.
Tough place for a wolf.
Gragnold.
So, do I get any sense that these, you said marionette-like things, are being controlled by these jellies?
Just give me a straight intelligence check.
That's my strong suit. My intelligence is, I got a 15. It's not bad.
15. It's controlled, not really. But they seem to be working together, as best you can tell.
All right.
But it doesn't look like one is controlling the other.
All right, but it's definitely, they're related.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm going to move myself right here so that all my allies have advantage, and then I'm going to attack this black one.
All right, go for it.
Bonus action rage, and then I have 5th level barbarian, means I get multi-attack, so I'm going to attack twice with my main weapon.
Okay.
That is 23 to hit on my first
that hits.
And 27 on the second.
Those both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's nuts.
24 damage between all of them.
All right. And this is with your axe?
With my scimitars.
Oh, with your scimitars. Okay. So spinning your scimitars, you just kind of quickly slice down into this ooze and it kind of half splatters up. And then as you slice down again, it splatters and it's just whatever magic or whatever was holding it together can't seem to hold. And it just kind of turns into like this burst of water. And then these bones and things are kind of littered across the ground as it disappears and is no more.
Gross.
I think there's a level of strength at which, like, your defense to magic is just to out strength. There's some magic holding this together. No problem.
Smashy.
I've got it.
Let me smash it. That should be just fine.
Can only hold up so much.
Yeah.
All right. Immeral.
It's nasty.
So, what does Immeral actually know about these jelly-like things?
Make a go history or religion, your choice.
Are you my religion? I'm not proficient in religion. God, I was a terrible student.
Gragnold, how big's your aura? 5 feet, 10 feet?
Just people around me.
Okay.
5 feet.
Fine. Okay. There we go.
You get a little aura.
I'm just going to point something out here that on an actual roll so far today, I have not rolled greater than 9.
Oh my god.
And this was not a 9.
Okay.
It's statistically really.
It was a 3 on my religion check.
Did you forget your religion?
I'm not religion.
You were like, what do I know about this religion? What do I know about my religion?
Oh no.
Are you losing your religion?
I'm over in the corner.
It just gets better.
But I'm about to step into spotlight, so
Yeah.
I know nothing.
All right.
Colonel Clink style. I know nothing.
You know nothing. These things are freaky looking.
I don't know
Okay.
if I can do
Well, there's always room for JELLO.
It's a lie.
So I go to it.
And so
And
you do have advantage on this because of Gragnold's aura.
that's good. I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, apparently.
Good God. All right. Yeah, let's do that. There is a higher than a 9 roll.
Yeah.
Not by much. And that was very much lower than 9. Thankfully, I have advantage. So I got a 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits.
Yeah,
There we
advantage.
Advantage plus my sneak attack bonus there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that plus.
Do they feel the wolf influence when they're next to you?
Yeah.
Or is it just that Gragnold's like so supportive?
I would say
He's like, come on, you can do it.
no.
Yeah.
When they're around me, they feel hungry.
Yeah.
How many song references can we put into this?
All
It's just-
clinical role. All 80s, all the time.
That's what we should do is like make a playlist of each of our games afterwards.
We introduce you to both Duran and Duran.
I'm on a hunt. I'm after you.
Unless we want to just go complete NPR. And this is Dr. B standing in for Adam Johns, who is standing in for Adam Davis. All right, so I actually did 13 damage with my first hit.
All right, nice.
And for my follow-up attack here, I am there we go, 21 to hit.
Hey, that
a
hits.
little better.
That's great. That's excellent.
Nice.
And that is 8 more damage.
8 more, so 13 and 21.
So 21 total.
All right, so you come down. I'm assuming it was short sword followed by unarmed.
No. I have 2 attacks now. So
Oh.
so it comes in with. I haven't even used my monk attacks yet.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So no, I come in with the first one, just kind of sidle up because I don't know which direction this cube is looking, but I'm sure it's not looking at me.
Okay.
And I just kind of sidle up and stab. I shiv it.
All right. So you come in and you shiv it, and again you see just the magic holding it together. And again, there's this explosion of liquid as it bursts, leaving this pile of bones on the ground and is no more.
And as it disperses, I run up to the humanoid here.
Okay.
And now I'm using my follow-up monk attacks.
All right.
The first one. Oh, gods, please give me a better roll. That is a much better roll.
Okay.
I got a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And I think this is going to be boot to the head.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Boot to the head for 9 damage.
9 damage. All right, so you come up and just do this nice roundhouse kick right into its head, and it kind of flings back.
Yeah, what's up?
You notice when your boot connected with the head, it did not feel like bone in the way you were expecting.
Huh.
And that brings us to Nick, who's going to go ahead and do an attack against the guy next to him. Oh, he's going to use his special dagger. So 23, that definitely hits. All right, so it's going to be D4, which I'll use that one. Some 4. And then he gets sneak attack, which is now 3d6. Here's my d6. Oh, wow. 12, 34, 16 on that. All right. So what you guys see with Nick is he kind of looks around and says, this guy, I got this guy. You got that one. And he stabs him with his dagger, and this new dagger, it does an incredible amount of damage. From the wound, like you see this kind of oozy liquid come out.
Hmm.
And he's not going to move anywhere because he doesn't feel like getting hit. And it is now their turn.
Correct.
So I'm going to start with this guy. 10, 15, 20.
Do it.
Go ahead and do a couple of attacks against Gragnold. All right. Plus 7 to hit. 19?
Yes.
Do we have to talk about this bloodlust thing you got going again?
I'm a barbarian after all.
3 plus 4. 7 damage. Okay, so that's 7 bludgeoning damage plus... I need to get... five psychic damage.
Ooh. That's so uncomfortable.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. 5.
Not your strength.
That's a fail.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
I rolled 4d8. I got 3 7s.
Oh, God.
Oh, gosh, what?
23.
I need a pen and paper for this. All this math.
All right.
Ooh.
23 psychic damage.
Oh, Lord. I should have killed that guy
damn,
first.
Brain pan.
Hold on. I got
Yeah.
some math to do.
Hold on.
Okay, so I took all the
All
damage,
right.
and then how much of that was that psychic damage afterwards?
7, 14, 21, 20, 23 psychic. And you are now memory drained.
Where am I?
You have to roll a d4 and subtract the number from an ability check or attack roll.
Whoa!
You pick the one, or is the D4?
Like right now? Or when I do
Anytime you make an attack roll, ability check, anything, you roll a d4 and you have to subtract that from what you roll.
Okay. Like Bane.
All right, gonna go just down the road here to green guy's gonna go against the
doesn't
polar bear.
matter. All that matters is that I kill him.
All right. Oh, natural 20 for the little green blob. Oh no, the green blob's gone. I'm sorry, that's my...
Ah,
Never mind. Sorry about
Boom.
that. So I won't count that one roll. All right, so purple guy's going against Emerald because he's right there. So 24.
That shut up.
Yeah.
All
One
right.
of us has an AC higher than 24. There's something wrong.
All right, so 7 bludgeoning damage plus
Plus
6 psychic damage, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
what the crap?
No.
Oh.
Succeed.
Yeah, if I were only a rogue if I were only a monk to begin with instead of starting as a rogue, I might actually have advantage on this.
Those stupid time on the street.
We're just gonna say it didn't work.
You failed.
I'm gonna guess I failed.
Okay, what'd you get?
I got a 7 total.
Yeah, it's a failure.
Yeah.
All right, so that is 8, 10, 16, 17, 18 psychic damage, and you are memory drained.
God. Okay, so hold on here. 7 bludgeoning, 6 psychic damage, plus 18 more psychic damage.
Yep.
31. Yeah, it needs to
I'm just going to remind you all that Immeral is a glass cannon.
All right.
And Immeral is, as the Italians say, fragile.
All right, little purple guy's going against Nick with a natural 20.
Oh,
Gonna hit him. We'll say that.
I dropped Nick in
4
one
plus-
turn.
Well, it doesn't hit very hard, so 3,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
6, 9. 31, 32. Okay. And that's all for that one. Then the other big guy is gonna also hit at Nick with a 12 plus all the things. Plus, yeah, that's gonna hit him. All right, so that's 1d6 plus 4. 5 points there. Hold on. 7, 27. And then 2d4. 6 psychic. And now Nick has to do a wisdom saving throw. He fails. Everybody's failing. This is not good.
Oh. Well, and welcome to the last episode. Clinical roll.
15, 19,
where
21. Oh, shoot. Nick's knocked out.
Oh, God.
Well, we liked Nick while we knew him.
And he's memory drained at that, too.
Do we get healing potions or something? Don't we have some?
We do have some healing
You
potions.
guys have some healing
I'm
potions.
not sure I remember how to use them.
I can heal if
Yeah.
if the opportunity.
Okay, how does the memory drain work again now that I'm almost dead?
All right, so what that is anytime you make an ability check, you have to subtract a d4. So you roll a d4. So attack or ability check, you have to subtract a d4.
Oh my god.
All right, so MA.
MA is doing better than Immeral. And MA actually goes after the guy who just attacked Immeral and Nick, Purple Boy,
All right.
and, pulling out her loot.
There's the condition,
What's
memory
that?
condition. I just put the memory condition in the Roll20 chat for you guys.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, I didn't remember about that.
Oh yeah, you have memory drain.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right, so yeah, dissonant whispers again.
Okay, against the purple guy.
What's up, Purple Boy?
All righty, so it's a wisdom save.
Yeah, it's 14.
Ah, in the wormwood box you go. 12 plus 1 is 13, so that's a failure. All right, so
All right, what's
10,
that?
15, 20. Moves back there.
Immeral gets an attack.
Yes.
Immeral gets an attack. Let's see what it does. All right, let's do it. Stabby stab.
And don't forget to roll your d4 to subtract.
I guess not great.
I'm just gonna ask a question. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit, unfortunately.
I'm shocked. You can see the shocked look on my face.
Yeah.
11 doesn't hit.
Baeridin, technically your polar bear would be in range, too. If you want
I'm 100% making that attack.
All right. You do not have to roll a d4 and subtract it.
I'll go with claws.
Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on. We still got damage to do from the dissonant whispers.
We do.
Yeah,
we do. I'm just doing the attacks of opportunity as well.
Oh,
So
that's a good plan.
yeah.
Wouldn't I get one too if you going through my space?
No, because it's
No, the purple
Oh, purple guy. I thought.
purple guy. Yeah.
But I don't have advantage on the attack, even though I'm next to Gragnold. It's only if he's next to the target. Right?
Yes.
Um,
I believe that's.
I got a. Oh, that's not great. A 12.
12 unfortunately misses.
Yeah.
So as your polar bear form sweeps out, like it just moves out of the way as it's running away. And what is the psychic damage it takes?
It takes 9 psychic damage.
All right. So it does not like that. Its head kind of shakes back and forth as it's going back and just,
Yeah. Hack up that hairball.
Yeah.
All right. Orbith, looking at these things, kind of surprised, feeling like he needs to stay at range with them.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
He's going to go ahead and cast his Hunter's Mark on probably on the red one. And then he's going to do a longbow attack against it, which will hit. I'm just clicking this in because it's easier. All right, so 7 against red, plus another d6 for Hunter's Mark, which is a 3. All right, so you see Orbith kind of come out and go out and fire, and the arrow finds its target, and he's going to go move right there to be next to Nick so he can help heal him.
Is the guy
Possible.
in purple? Does he look like a? This is a question coming from Levi. Does he look like a people eater, maybe?
He might. He does have one eye, which is strange. So,
Any horns?
Hopefully one.
doesn't seem to be as of yet, but like the form does seem to be not shifting slightly.
More of a nubbin.
Baeridin.
So I'm going to. Okay. I'm worried about. I can't really move in.
I got this red guy, man. He's all me. I'm all over this guy. I'm gonna go berserk on his ass.
Yes.
So what I kind of want to do is I want to hit this big Jello mold, and I want to push it, and then and then I want to kind of move around so that I'm in between, so that I'm like right here-ish, like right where the Jello is. So I'm
Okay, so you're wanting to push the Jello out of its space.
Yeah. I'm like squeezing in between the teammates and trying to. I'm running over top of Nick to
Nice.
to stop him.
Okay.
Doing that. So I'll make an attack against the Jello, and I get multi-attack as a bear.
Yes, you do.
I'll make this just a claw attack because I'm a little worried about biting down on the Jellos. So that's a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
So I'm going to do 2d6 for 9 damage. And then I'm going to use my maneuver, my pushing maneuver, and add an extra d6 of damage.
Okay.
Another 6.
Nice. So
And then he makes a strength saving throw, and the DC is 16.
16? Okay. Yeah. It's probably going to fail. With a 5 and a -1, yeah.
Cool. Then I push him, so I kind of move into here, and then I push him 15 feet.
Okay, do you want it back this way or this way? Which way?
Let's go like, is that okay? Like right
All right,
there,
yep.
or right there?
Yeah, I'd say that.
And
That
then,
works.
And then I'm gonna come up and swing around to face red guy.
All right. Is that all on your turn?
Yep, and I can still make another bite attack.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Gotta love it.
So I'm gonna bite attack him like crazy, and I got a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Woo!
It's a red guy.
And I bit him for 13 damage.
13. Okay. I just realized I signed the damage to the wrong person. Hold on. Cape guy got the...
Cape guy and red guy.
Okay, sorry. What damage did you get again?
13 against the red guy.
13 against the red guy. Okay.
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay.
Boo! Puns! Boo, Levi!
Puns! Yay, puns!
Boo!
Yay, puns! All right. So you come in and kind of bite at this red guy. He's not happy. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, and Baeridin's basically like trying to become the biggest target. Like
Nice.
he comes in and he like smacks this slime and slides it across the ground, and then comes up and bites the guy, and he's like roaring and like trying to make himself like a really big target.
Awesome. Yeah, so just this big bear kind of raging and kind of smacking at this slime and kind of head over heels. Just, well, there's no heels or head, but it just kind of across the ground. This really satisfyingly squelchy noise.
Yeah.
Then you come in and you bite at this other thing. And again, as you bite down on it, you notice that it's just very squishy feeling.
Yeah, that's like not how flesh is.
All right, Gragnold.
I'm gonna reckless attack, and now that I am level 5, I can attack twice with my main hand and once with my offhand. So
you're just
Awesome. Go for it. All against
Just flail.
So that is so much math. Modified 20.
Yeah, that. Oops.
Oh, natural 20 minus 3 because of the memory thing.
Yes, yeah. Don't forget the memory thing.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's still.
I imagine it's still.
It's still a natural. So if it's a natural 20, or
It was a
It was a natural 20.
It was
So the
natural
first one was a
20.
modified 20, and the second attack was.
okay, yeah. So we'll still count the crit as a crit though, so you can still double.
Awesome. I'm
Yeah,
gonna need
7.
some help with all this math. I got this memory thing. It's affecting
It's
me.
hard. It's hard to. Also.
Also a modified 20.
Yep.
Second attack. That's junk. The third attack that's not gonna hit, and
13 plus.
oh gosh, that's a plus 5, so that's 21.
21 to hit or damage?
21 to hit.
Yeah, 21 hits.
So there's one of my main hand hits and one of my offhand hits.
No, I think
Okay.
you hit it with all three.
You hit all three.
It was a natural 20, then a modified 20, then a 21.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, those all hit.
Adam's here tracking math for me.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so I
That's why
got
we got to play in person, Rob.
3 hits. Each one of these is plus 8. I'm going to add plus 8 at the end. Eight plus 6 plus 24.
Did you roll twice for the crit?
Nope. 8 plus 10 plus 24.
8 plus. Wait. Okay, so 18
Plus
plus
24.
24. Wait, hold on.
This is
I
why.
got 42. I have 42.
Now we remember why.
It's the answer.
Rolling online.
Your damage was the answer. The question was, how much damage did Gragnold do?
All of it.
All of the damage.
Yep.
Nice.
Apparently, don't hit Gragnold with psychic
I'll
damage.
teach you to hit me where it hurts.
All right. So you guys see Gragnold with just this rage built in his eyes as he swings and hits it again, and it cuts away. And every cut, again, you're seeing like not blood, but like this watery substance coming off of this thing. It's not looking good. It's still standing, but it is
What?
not looking good.
I want to.
He slices. He makes julienne fries in
Will that break?
different sizes. Welcome to Gragnold's Rage.
Yeah.
Gragnold, he will not break. He broke.
Oh.
Broke. He's bought better, but hey.
All right. You gonna move or anything on your turn, or you gonna stay right there?
Oh God, I'm gonna stay right here.
All right. Immeral.
Well,
that guy's
apparently
not dead.
Immeral is not dead yet.
No, I meant the red cape guy. Not Immeral.
Yeah,
I'm not.
he's close.
I am not.
Well,
Close, but he's not
Immeral
dead yet.
is coming over here to stab him in the back.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack at less the D4.
And at advantage, right? Flanking.
Which guy are you?
That we're not playing 3-5.
Oh, that's right.
No flank.
Where's...
But no,
Flank.
because of my rogue abilities, because he's occupied fighting Baeridin.
You do get sneak. You don't get advantage on the roll, but you get sneak attack.
If
So,
you attack the guy next to me, you get advantage,
yeah,
and you might kill him. Just saying.
yeah, there is that.
Think of the glory, Immeral.
I'm thinking of lots of glory that I'm never going to have.
Is he on the edge of glory?
The advantage doesn't make a big difference when he rolls 2 ones in a row.
I have a +8 to attack, everybody. I just want to be really clear about that. I have a +8 to
I'm
attack.
gonna buy you new dice.
And I just got an 11
Oh god.
Oh,
total.
Oh
yeah. No, that won't hit.
Attack number 2. What's its AC?
God. I think you have to say your attack.
You have to save the attack.
I got a 15.
15 hits.
Yay!
Hooray.
That, and I'm gonna honesty check here. That was minus the D4.
Yes, sadly.
Okay.
I really wish it weren't. No, I mean, I'm glad it is. No, I would love to be hitting better than that. That was I rolled a 9 -2.
At least your D4 is rolling well.
Yeah.
Why can't I roll 9?
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Damage.
8.
8 damage.
All right.
This is so bad.
So Immeral comes in to slices
work,
this guy, and he misses it for the first time, but then follows it up and is able to smack right into him, doing a good amount of damage.
Was that with your sneak attack damage?
No, that was not with, because I only get sneak attack bonus on the first attack.
No, you get it on the first
You
one.
get it once per turn.
Oh, I'm gonna add 6.
Yeah.
I get 1 additional.
36 because you're sneaky.
Raphael, sometimes when I have players at my tables who have bad rolls again and again and again, sometimes I have to change their dice. If that's not something you can do, sometimes you have to stand up and like walk around your chair a couple of times, clap your hands, look up at the sky.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
It's the ritual.
So-
The ritual of.
Yeah.
You cleanse the space.
That's fun.
All right.
Make it a new. Make it a new.
You got it. You're doing
That's
it.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
Where
I can
is-
feel it. I can feel the luck changing.
All
You
right.
feel it? I feel it.
This is the dice I'm going to use for a death saving throw for Nick because he's an aquatic half elf. It is blue. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm spending a key point,
Oh, sorry.
and I'm going to do my follow-up to Flurry of Blows.
Okay, go for it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Okay.
I can
Sorry, I moved on before you were ready.
No, I was doing my ritual.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Yeah. Hum.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look
feel
good.
I think you
So
went
I
around.
rolled a 13,
Oh.
but the memory loss made it a 9.
Oh.
You're cursed at 9.
It's a 17 total, thankfully.
17 hits.
The 9 curse.
I think you went around the chair the wrong way.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, I
That's
try
right.
and
Yeah.
boot to the head for 7 more damage.
7. Hey, we'll take that.
And let's see here. So this is fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever rolled a -1.
Oh.
Wow.
With my attack bonus, that's a 7.
That misses.
I rolled a 3 -4.
That's amazing.
Whew.
Wait,
All
you're-
right.
Megan, if you ever want to honesty check me again, I'm going to remind you that
You rolled a -1. No, I will remember this.
I like that your memory loss has not like had you forget how to use a weapon that's like a complicated weapon, you're like, huh.
Like
how do I punch?
I
things?
don't know how fist.
Like a fist thing.
I'll say because the memory loss affected you so much on that second one.
How
So
do
you go in and you connect with it, and then you go to follow up with another punch, and you're just kind of like, what am I doing? And like you can almost get like hypnotized by your hand.
Huh. How
Oh.
do fingers?
All right, so death saving throw for Nick. It's a failure.
Oh.
It's a 2. It wasn't a 1, so he did not fail 2. He just failed 1.
Don't make me shapeshift out and have to heal you.
Yeah, well, Orvith's right there. So, all right. And now it's the bad guy's turn.
Okay.
Uh,
Just as an honesty check, I did a reckless attack.
okay. So we'll start off with red guy, who's going to do...
What's the worst that could happen?
You can
show
your
your
mind.
mind given I'm in range.
Oh, well, that was a natural 1, so thankfully it has advantage. 10 plus 7, so 17?
That'll hit.
Yeah.
All right. So now we get to start the fun again.
Gragnold, succeed your wisdom save this time.
All right, here we go.
6, so 10 bludgeoning damage plus...
5, that's called 5 for me. Yeah.
Whoops. Oh, I moved that one.
Don't mind that one at all.
5 psychic.
It hurts. Okay.
All right. Wisdom saving throw, less a d4.
No. Oh, God. I forgot about that. They stack.
Oh my God.
All right, got plus 2. 14.
14 just fails.
Oh, that's not great.
I hate that sound.
It's going to bump your d4 up to a d6.
8, 13, 20, 25 psychic.
I'm down.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I didn't think that was going to
All right. And it's a d6 now for your memory drain.
Do you remember that time you were alive? I do.
Well, you sort of do.
All right. Purple guy's coming over here to hit the polar bear.
Oh my God.
Which is a natural 1. That's going to miss.
Oh, thank God.
The cube's going to move back in to hit the polar bear.
Hey, you guys remember that time we did a TPK?
Remember that time we were
20, but not
Leave
natural.
Where's the bird
yes.
person? You bird person.
2 plus 0. So 5 bludgeoning damage plus... Whoops, that rolled away. 2 psychic damage.
We need Zissou back, too.
And red guy is... Yeah, he's going to go against
Those
the
were the
polar bear
days.
as well. So that's going to be a pseudopod plus 7. 17?
17 does hit, yeah.
All right, 1d6 plus 4. So 9 points of bludgeoning damage plus... These keep scooting in. 6 points of psychic damage. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw using Baeridin's wisdom stat. So,
Oh my God.
21.
21 saves. So nothing happens there. All right, that's their turn. So what you guys see is the guy in red kind of making these large attacks against Gragnold, hitting Gragnold just right as he falls to the ground, unconscious.
No, Greg. What's his name?
The purple cube and the purple guy is also turns around to make some stabs at the polar bear.
Yeah,
And-
got any heals?
Oh, that's what I'm looking at right now. Oh my God, MA, you're useless. That you're a bard who can't heal?
She doesn't have healing word?
No.
That's nice.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Actually, if she went up a level and she could have grabbed another spell.
That's true. She went up 2
Yeah.
levels. Yeah, healing. I think healing word might be among them because a bard that can't heal is pretty.
Yeah, a bard without healing word is a bit odd. So.
Yeah, no, we're gonna add healing word to. Oh, we lost Adam.
It's just a
Restroom.
Oh. Let's see here. Let me look at healing word. I'll look that up. In the meantime, we will entertain you with a merry song and dance.
Healing word is something.
And the dragon comes in the night. Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna add that to my first level education spells. That's healing word, and that's really wonderful because we're gonna use that to heal Gragnold.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's a D4 plus charisma.
Can probably deal enough damage to kill Red Cape guy.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely adding healing word to this. Let's see, healing word. Okay, beautiful, wonderful. That's awesome. All right, that's great. Let's close that out. Whatever. Okay, so healing word is going to do 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability points. Okay. And I'm actually going to use a level 3 spell.
Okay, so it's 2d. Oh, so it'd be 3d4 then.
Uh-huh. 1, 2.
Listen to the sound.
All right, 7 plus spellcasting 4. So you get 11 hit points.
Nice.
Yeah,
Gragnold, you got healed for 11 hit points.
Yeah. And that's just her bonus action, so...
Yeah, and now, you know what's going to happen? Another 3rd level spell slot on Dissonant Whispers.
Nice. On the red-caped guy?
Oh, yeah. No, Gragnold, now that he's up, he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
All right, wisdom saving throw. 2 plus 1, so 3?
Yeah, that's... you needed a 15.
Yeah, no, I think that fails. Okay, so 20 feet back.
6.
20. All right.
1, 5, 8. Ooh, 14. 20 psychic damage.
20 psychic damage. How would this death look?
Do you remember that scene from Scanners?
I don't know if I've seen that. All right, so the Dissonant Whispers come in. So she's ringing her cowbell, and you see this red-caped Pelorian turn and start running, and all of a sudden, like as it's clutching its head explodes out, and what you guys see is not blood or gore of bone of humans, as you've gotten used to with the decapitations that Gragnold's so good at, but you see more of like this watery liquid, and then this pile of bones that are all cracked and brittled fall to the ground amongst the clothing and things as it disappears and is no more.
Can I just, for flavor, have taken the attack of opportunity?
Sure.
Back?
Sure.
I don't even need to roll for it. I just want to just
yeah. And as it was going away, Gragnold, I'll say he got a good swing in his kind of revenge for getting hit so hard and having his memory addled so much.
It's like the lawnmower, so I'm calling this move.
Yeah.
This is
not the
That's the Benihana.
The Benihana.
All right.
That's what I was.
Oh, there's an egg in my neck.
Orbith is gonna go ahead and
Pieces of slime guts in your hand.
So
cure wounds on Nick. Definitely at level 2, I think. Yeah. So
Thanks, Orbith.
that's 1. All right. So Nick regains 10 hit points. He still has his mind addled. So you see Orbith come over. It's like, get up! As he pushes down onto touching Nick, and Nick's, oh, yeah, right, man, but this is weird. And that's all he can do on his turn. Baeridin.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna have Baeridin. So first, I'm gonna bonus action heal, and I'm gonna blow a level 3 spell slot. to heal myself for 3d8. It's 2, 17. Okay, and then I'm going to turn around and mess these guys up as much as I can.
You gonna go for the purple guy?
Go for the purple guy. Go for the purple guy.
Going for purple guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, purple guy hasn't gotten hit a lot yet, so
I'm going to tear up purple guy as much as I can.
You're going to turn him into a purple rain.
He will be a prince among men. That is 23 to hit.
23 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'll roll my second attack too, which is the claw attack, which is
Okay.
a 25 to hit. So,
25 hits as well.
So that's 10. No, sorry, 16 plus 7. So
23?
23 damage.
Yeah. Math, yay. All right. So you see this massive polar bear turn around, look at this purple guy, and just kind of roar at him as he bites in and slashes at him with his claws. And again, you see that as the flesh is tearing apart, you don't see blood, but again, you see this kind of clearish ooze, like mucousy ooze coming out.
Don't like you, purple guy.
All right, Gragnold, you are laying on the ground right now.
I'm gonna get up.
All right.
So the memory drain is still affecting me, even though I.
Yep. Yeah. So you still have a D6
What, he doesn't get a
subtraction.
reset for being dead?
No.
Oh.
It's half your move to get up.
Yeah, that's right. So we round up on that.
Yeah. And
So you should still have 15 move left.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes. I should have 15. I cannot get. Oh, I can. 5, 10, 15. Right here. I am going to use second wind. Give me
okay.
D10 plus 1. If I can find my D10, it is. Oh. 8 more hit points.
Awesome.
And then I'm gonna also reckless attack him again.
Did you get your con save in that? Your con bonus?
No, just plus your fighter level.
Oh, just fighter level?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so now my memory drain is a D6, right?
Sadly.
Okay.
Yep.
So I use my bonus action for the
The second wind.
whatever that's called. So I'm just gonna do 2 main hand attacks.
All right.
Each with advantage. That is 18 to hit.
Did you subtract the D6?
Yep.
Okay. 18 hits.
Cool. That was my first attack, and then my second attack is
Good thing you gave yourself advantage.
Yeah.
This is gross. I'm just
my second attack is 21.
21 also hits.
So 2 hits, each a D6 plus 8. 22 damage.
22 damage. Nice.
Chop, chop, chop.
All right.
My left hand's not being used right now. It's just up here.
So you see Gragnold kind of come up and just... and you see after he gets up, kind of rallies, just comes in and just slices really quickly at this guy twice. Doing some good damage there. All right. So, Immeral, you see your allies who have fallen are both back up, seemingly ready to go.
That? All right, you know what? Here's what's... Forget this. I am actually going to... Yeah, we're just going to do Fist of Unbroken Air.
Oh, nice.
I just concentrate for a moment and punch the air in front of me at the red guy.
Okay.
And he needs to make a... What save are we doing for him? He needs to make a 14 save.
14? Sorry, I'm turning down the music. I couldn't hear you very well.
Okay.
Nope, that's going to be a failure.
That is spectacular because now he takes 3d10 bludgeoning damage
Nice.
and gets pushed back.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, so he gets... Oh, wow. Oh, my God. What's up, D10? I like you a lot.
Yeah, you have a die that's cooperating.
Not only cooperating, I got 2 10s in a row. He takes 26 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
He gets pushed back 20 feet into the freaking wall.
Wow. All right. So
Emerald's letting off
Does he
some
take any
aggression.
extra damage from the wall?
I'll say, go ahead and roll a d6.
When you guys take the text opportunity.
For 5 additional
That's good.
slam damage.
Slam.
5 slam. All right.
So that's 31 total damage.
Yeah, that
That's awesome.
hit pretty hard. Okay, so as he was going by, both Nick and Orberth get attacks. So
Do I get an attack as well?
yeah, you can.
Sweet.
Ha!
I rolled natural 20 for a claw attack.
Go for it.
It's 10, 16, 18 plus
you
5.
don't really need to
23.
add 1 hit point left. So what you guys see is Emerald concentrating for this moment, pounding his fist into the air, and this wall of wind hits this guy as it starts to move away. Baeridin the bear turning around and just slamming into him with his claws, and as it's moving away, its form can't hold anymore, and it just turns into this like melty jello water and this pile of bones that just kind of.
I like to think Baeridin actually doesn't even strike with his claw; he just holds out a claw, and the guy just
we
flies.
clotheslined him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I close. He just holds out a big bear arm.
Oh, that's
for the
right.
guy to read it.
Baby.
Yeah.
I picture it like
Baeridin gives Emerald like
a bubble one.
High paw.
A high paw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so back to the top of the round. Nick's gonna be like, "Hey, I don't really like this." And he's gonna go ahead and do a ranged attack with a short bow because he doesn't want to get close.
I'm gonna get shot, aren't I?
So 22 minus 1 be 21, which will still hit. All right, and that does 9 piercing damage to purple. Oh, you're gone. So that's 2. All right, and he gets to add his sneak attack, which I think is 3d6. 7, 10, 16. Oh, all right. Fittingly. So what you see is Nick standing up going, "Guys, I don't like this. This is bad." And he pulls back and just lays into this purple guy with one of his short bow arrows. Let me put this. He kind of has this frightened look about him as he does this, and this purple guy was not expecting Nick to get up, didn't realize that he was still up, and so taken by surprise, this seemed to have done extra damage, as again you see this splatter back with all kinds of bones and ooze just falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks at her, "All right, man, did you see that? Did you see what I did there? You see that?"
Yeah, don't get cocky.
All right, and the last thing that's left is one little cube.
Is it quivering with fear?
It's going to go against the polar bear that's next to it.
Oh, this is going to be hilarious.
19.
Oh, 19 does hit.
All right, 1d4 plus 3. 4 points of bludgeoning damage plus 2 points of psychic damage.
Awesome.
And I don't think it's going to roll away. It knows your guys can hit it. All right, MA.
Well, MA, once again, just because MA done had enough, moves a little over and is going to bring the pain, the psychic pain.
Yes.
1/3 level slot for Dissonant Whispers.
All righty.
And it's a 15 save.
18.
Ooh,
It's a good roll right there.
I will honesty camera it.
No, I believe you. I believe you. The universe hates me today. That's what I believe you. Aside from the fact that you're just a trustworthy human being, but
Yeah. I don't lie well.
So half damage, huh? For the
Half
5
damage.
d6. Well, that's a good roll. Jesus. Holy crap. Yeah. Okay. That was still not bad. That was 20 total, so 10 damage.
Yeah, so Emma comes out with her cowbells ring. Ding! And it doesn't seem to affect it as much as she wanted, but it still is enough as you see the form just kind of whoop, whoop, and come out, and the bones and sinew and everything fall out of it.
Baeridin hops off on hind legs because he doesn't want to step in the goo.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. And that brings us.
I seriously need an air horn just for this, like World Star.
All right, and that brings us out of combat. So we're out of initiative order at this time.
That was rough.
I don't feel so good.
Baeridin will shapeshift.
What happened?
In the gnome form.
Orbith kind of looks at her. What on earth were those?
I don't know, but I feel things. Strange things.
Look, I'm going to look around. You all rest for a little bit.
Brain work not so good.
Fire hot. Tree pretty.
I'm just going to bring you into the swamp picture.
That's almost poetry.
So he's like, I'm just going to go wander around, kind of look at this. And so he's going to take a look at these things. And
Immeral sits down and wonders what a poetry grows.
All right.
Gothic?
No, not enough.
That's what a poetry grows.
And Nick is also going to try to see if he has any understanding of what this might be. I don't think he will. Because he's also going to have to... Nope. Orbit's like, I have no idea what any of this stuff is. Do any of you know what are these? They looked like humans.
They were wearing all that Palor stuff, too.
Yeah, they had that sun freaky god all over them.
They were all gooey. They didn't have real bones.
Can we look and
they got smashed?
See what kind of bones were in the goo? Were they animal bones, or like ritualistically put together, or are these remnants?
Just make either nature or survival check.
Like, were they related?
Yeah.
10.
It's actually my highest bonus.
Yeah, well, and your memory's still addled, so it's subtract d6 too.
4.
You try to go and look, and you're just... It's like trying to put thoughts together right now. Whatever it was that these things were hitting you with, every time they slammed into you, it is just really rocking you to your core, and you just feel the need to sit down and to rest.
So I could help out with some... I guess we could just blow some... I'm assuming we can take a short rest.
You guys could take a short... That's what Orbit's kind of indicating to you guys, that he wants to look around and make sure the area is secure.
Gonna use some hit dice.
Definitely.
Are people looking pretty hurt? Do they need more than just hit dice? I could drop some healing.
Let's see. Nick's pretty hurt. I'm gonna roll a few hit dice for him. 18.
Can Emma do a Song of Rest?
Yeah, Emmy can do a Song of Rest.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Oh, nice.
If need be, I can drop a Healing Spirit to get us some extra.
Yeah.
And Healing Spirit's pretty darn good too.
Any healing would be a good thing at this point, because I was seriously on the brink.
All right. Then I'll drop a Healing Spirit, which, let's see, it lasts for 10 minutes and it can do 1d6 healing per turn.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so that will get everybody up to full. This is basically like everyone spends like a turn sitting in the Healing Spirit, and then they can heal up. So
Heal the spirit.
Yeah.
It's like a image, a shimmering image in a vague wolfy outline.
Is that your Patronus?
That's my Patronus.
It's like the wolf.
It's the wolf spirit.
The wolf. What was the founding of Rome with the wolf? wolf and the two
the Remus.
Romulus and Remus and
Romulus and Remus. Thank you.
Yep.
So got that memory affecting my
The Great Wolf whose
history.
So as you guys finish your short rest, the memory effect wears off.
Oh, that's good.
There you are.
So now if you wanted to go and investigate bodies, you could. Or what's left of bodies.
Yeah, let's
They're
do
still
that.
there.
Yeah, and I suppose Baeridin didn't. I still need a short rest too. Yeah, I'm totally going to go around and see what I can tell from the goo.
Yeah, so one person make a nature or survival check with advantage since you're getting help.
I got +5.
I think that's probably Gragnold is the best one with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
+5 on survival. 21.
21. Okay, so what you're seeing in the bones is in the 3 that looked like Pelorians, you actually see human skull, so humanoid skulls, bones from what looks like either human, half elf, some form, some humanoid, over 5 foot tall being. You also do see some tatters of clothing, though they look almost like eaten by like an acid inside. And then in the smaller ones, you just see what looks like a hodgepodge of different animal bones. You even see like some snail shells and things like that in there. They seem to have been like collecting bones and things as they went along.
So it's unclear whether like it doesn't necessarily seem like they absorbed or took over these Palor. Like there's something else going on.
You guys
or is that what it looks like?
History or religion check for this.
Can we all do that, or just?
Well, let's have one person with advantage, so someone else can be helping, kind of like asking, leading questions. Of like, okay, so could it be
Somebody else do this.
Just so yeah, somebody else.
I'm just asking Socratic questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm probably the highest here then.
Tell me more.
They're even. I'll go with religion, and if I have advantage, then 18.
Go on.
18? All right. This wasn't anything you learned about living in your village. This is stuff as you guys have explored the world a little bit. You got fascinated by learning about different kinds of entities out there. And one of them that really kind of caught your interest were oozes. And you learned that there's different types of oozes, like the gelatinous cubes, black puddings, but then there's these other ones that are almost sentient in a way. It was only in the book you read, it was only referenced by kind of legend that it was said that some of these oozes, if they captured your body, could then become you.
Oh.
Yeah, that seems kind of crazy. Okay.
To include memories.
Yeah. Baeridin will pass that along, and say, I do remember some legends of oozes that can do things like take over your person and do more than just dissolve somebody.
They can animate their bodies.
More than that, even take over their memories.
Gragnold holds up the snail shell.
It's like it was even taking the memories of the snail.
It must be. We should watch for some deadly snails.
What do the snails know?
All sorts of stuff.
I know.
Lots about salt.
And now the oozes know.
Yeah. They know how to avoid assault.
Obviously, these ones did. You guys assaulted them pretty well.
No, it's best just to let them go.
Okay.
It's best to let them wear themselves out.
Right. Well, should we get moving then? I don't want to stay around here any longer than we have to.
No, let's continue moving down. We need to get through the jungle and get back to Lord Nori.
How's Immeral looking at this point? Like, as far as like mental composure, is he back or is he still a little shaken?
He's shaken, not stirred. no, he's the time spent with Hobbs really did him a world of good. He's grumpy, but what
No
else?
more so than usual.
Yeah, no more than usual.
Okay.
And he's a little embarrassed at his performance in that battle. My God.
So,
oh, fingers. Hey.
hey, this is my
What are
hand.
those two?
My hand's moving, but it's not moving.
They're
Like,
strong
fingers
hands.
are mine, but not.
I always
So aside
said
from
my.
being a little embarrassed in that, no, he's fine.
Okay. So you guys start moving on, and it's slow going through the swamp. It's taking you, just trying to move, trying to get the dinosaurs moving through. It's pretty challenging. And I just have to check the map really quickly on something.
Can I try something? Hobbs has been around for a while, and I have the ritual beast sense.
Okay.
And so if I can cast the ritual beast sense, I can see through Hobbs's eyes. And if Hobbs can fly up and see if there's any more of these awful jelly monsters, we could get a sort of lay of the land and avoid any more sentient ooze creatures.
Definitely. So, yeah, I'd say that wouldn't be an issue. And so you can roll a perception. Now, I think with that, is it using the animal's perception or your perception?
Animal's perception.
All right. So, Baeridin, can you roll a perception for Hobbs since you have his sheet?
Hold that up.
Uh-oh.
That did not come up.
Should use my dice. Better dice.
All right. He has. Not a great roll. A 6.
6. You don't see anything. It is kind of hard to see in the swamp. So you're not with full canopy of the forest. You guys are close enough. The one thing he does notice, even with a 6, as he goes up, is so you guys are going to be heading northwest to get back to Mabu. What he sees to the southeast are humongous mushrooms growing, and you can almost see like leaves coated with mushrooms. And in fact, as you guys start making your way, you do see a few birds starting to fly overhead, and you hear this cawing of a bird as it comes, and it's trying to fly, but then like it falls down onto the ground in front of you guys, kind of getting stuck in the mud, and it's trying to take off, but now it's covered in mud and it just can't seem to take off. And there's just this wild bird in front of you trying to fly. And
Save it from the mud.
all right, so you pull it out. You look and you see more than just mud is on this bird. It's not looking very good. It's looking very sickly in your hands. And you notice like this strange, almost powdery substance on its feathers.
Can I just...
Make a nature check.
So gross.
Powdery substance.
Let me eat it.
17.
17. These look like mushroom spores.
All right. Like the kind that would go nicely into a batch of fermented ale?
Possibly, but one of the things you guys would recall, because not that much, a lot of time has passed for us playing, but your characters have not had that much time pass. Shadow mentioned that she was having to help the Aarakocra people because there were spores that were getting embedded in their feathers and were preventing them from flying, and were making them extraordinarily ill.
I remember this now.
Don't eat it.
Yeah.
Don't eat the spores.
Just a little on the gums, just to see.
Yeah, and this bird's not looking very healthy in front of you.
I'm gonna hand the bird to Baeridin. See what you can do.
Yeah. Can I? Would I be able to cure that? Would I be able to like help the bird?
Do you get to speak with the bird as a thing you can do?
I can speak with animals, but only with like ground animals or whatever, right?
Yeah. No, we said. I mean, we did say that small birds would count.
Okay.
You have to use a spell for that.
I think it's just
it's just part of being a gnome. Yeah. So as you do this, it's just going. Can't fly. Can't fly. Can't fly. Can't fly.
Is there any water around that we can wash this thing off in?
Yeah, you're in the swamp. There's tons of water around. It landed on the path in front of you, and you guys are kind of on a muddy path.
Baeridin will pick it up and say, "Hey, now, buddy, calm down. We'll get you all taken care of." And we'll bring him over to some water and see if we can wash some of the fungus off.
All right. Orbith comes over to help you, so go ahead and make an animal handling check with advantage.
That is a 24.
24. Easily enough. So you start to get as you wash off, the mud washes away, and a lot of the spores wash away, but you can see they're really burrowed deep underneath the feathers of this bird. And it seems like it's sick from these spores touching its skin. It seems like it's making it ill.
Oh. I don't think I have anything that I can use to actually cure an illness. Are there any herbs? Or are there any plants around that I could use for something like treating a infection or something?
I got a survival check I could roll to see.
Yes, make a survival check. I will say that Shadow would have told you guys of some different herbs and things that you guys probably chit-chatted about this at some point.
I'm going to Vegas, you guys.
Natural 20.
I am not.
All right. Pretty quickly, you actually identify it's like a tuber kind of plant. And you pull that out and you break it apart. It doesn't take very long. You guys are actually walking along as you do this. And you turn it into sort of this pasty mixture, and you kind of have to work it into the feathers, but it does start to get all of the spores out, and eventually the bird kind of fluffs itself and is dried off. And it's it kind of looks and nods at you guys as it flutters off.
Wait, where are you from?
No, the forest.
No, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Yeah. No,
is it he or she? It?
Probably.
Yeah.
Gender neutral.
Vague.
Say vague. I mean, it's.
They say they're from the forest.
Well, duh.
Well, what did you expect? It's a bird.
Okay, cool. Are you from where the bird people are from?
Tweet.
Do you know the bird people? They're really big birds. They look like kind of like us. The birds.
Well, you're speaking bird right now.
Yep.
Yeah. You hear a bird twirling.
Squeak, squeak.
I'm gonna lean over to
it kind of cocks its head to the side. And just the forest.
Yeah. No.
The trees are covered in things.
They say that they're from the forest. That doesn't sound like they know the bird people, but they say the trees are covered in this stuff.
Okay.
So it's infecting all sorts of stuff around here.
Is it? Where did it come from?
Where's it from?
The forest.
Okay.
This one's a little bird brain.
I think we've gotten all we can out of you, little one. Well, you have a long, happy future ahead of you.
I just want to be clear that what Immeral sees in all of this is a gnome and a dwarf talking to a bird, and all I hear is tweet, 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 or maybe gah, gah, or whatever. And all right,
Yeah,
that's an interesting point.
So what would Emerald be thinking of his companions?
I'm just sitting down, buried with my
epic face palm.
Gragnold can cast speak with animals as a ritual, so I like the idea that we're just like talking in bird.
Yeah.
Animals like, but Gragnold,
I'm sure I sit back and I just try and meditate. I check on Hobbs because I feel a lot of affection for him right now.
All right, so you sit down with Hobbs, and sorry,
I let Hobbs perch on my shoulder.
So Hobbs hangs out with you and is kind of like pawing at where like you keep some snacks in your pocket.
Okay, I pull out a little something that I've been storing. There's a compressed grain bar of sorts that I break in half and break into a little chunk and I give it to Hobbs.
Very happy.
Yeah, Hobbs, my buddy now.
Yeah, he climbs up on your shoulder. He kind of has his tail kind of half wrapped around your neck for balance.
That's awesome.
And
Raphael, I don't know if you realize this, but Levi just made a really good point that maybe my fantastic roles and your terrible roles are in balance, and really I'm Bruce Willis from Unbreakable.
Oh my God,
Glass,
and you're Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass.
Hold on.
We
you balance each other
we
out.
balance each other out. Yeah.
Well, I just
so
want
thank
to
you
point
for
out,
rolling so terribly because it's really helped me be. I couldn't be here without you.
I want to point out this is how I roll when it doesn't count.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so as you guys continue on plodding along, eventually like you come to what looks like a decent place to rest for the night.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep going through the night.
Let's not go through the jungle at night.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea.
Let's post up. Let's get some rest. I need to do the meditation thing, clear my head a little bit more.
All right.
How much farther is before we get out of the jungle?
You guys have. It depends on how good you might be at building some boats. Because you've got.
Let's craft a basket of reeds.
All right. If that's a day of travel. Okay, you're a week away from the village that you first appeared in.
Good golly. Okay, let's. Okay. I was gonna say we should power through, but not for a week. All right.
Yeah. All right. And so, as you guys rest for the evening, you have who would be taking watch? Orbith will offer to take one too.
I'll offer this time, and I'll let Immeral know that you did 2 watches last time. You could take it easy this time.
No, I'll take watch.
Okay.
Right. I'll watch with you then, or I can do my own.
Okay. Well, we'll take watch. Do we have any sort of fire going or anything like that?
Would you guys get light a fire, or?
Yeah, I mean, I could craft up a fire pretty quick.
Okay.
Well, Emerald's feeling a little saucy right now, so he snaps his finger and a fire lights. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants.
So you guys get a fire going.
Oh, you're being sarcastic now? Snap fingers. It's
oh. Baeridin looks sad at the fire.
Okay, there we go. Boom. It's on.
It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. On off. All right.
Just spectacular.
All right, so Emerald, you take the first watch. Go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Well, hey there, decent roll. What's going on there, 23?
23, hey. Awesome. Change up the music for nighttime.
Skeleton monsters, let's run.
Let's do that.
I don't know if you got any Adam Sandler in there from some of his early comedy albums, and we just get the nighttime is the right time.
Yeah.
Time is the right time.
So you're sitting as you are doing watch. Again, it's been fairly quiet, but now you're hearing more of the frogs and insects. You're starting to see a little bit of movement in the canopy, as though some animals might be coming. Well, it's not a full canopy because you're still in the swamp area of this, but amongst the trees, you are starting to see some movement. and looking at with that high of a roll, you'd recognize, like, it looks like some flying monkeys, a little herd of flying monkeys are coming back in the area. You kind of look over. Hobbs is just fully asleep next to Baeridin.
Okay.
The stars come out, and let's see. As you're meditating, hold on a moment. Oopsie, I need this. Just what would Immeral try to meditate on? Let me ask that.
I think Immeral would really try and focus on, again, listening to the silence, but trying to find the silence between the sounds.
Okay. So you're focusing and listening to those beats of silence, and they're definitely a lot fewer than they were the night before, and that's comforting to you because it feels a lot more natural. Certainly a lot more silence than you're used to from the city, and also from your first few days or first couple of weeks in the jungle. But eventually your watch comes to an end. Nothing too exciting seems to happen.
Okay. As I'm feeling a little bit more calm, I try, as things are starting to come to an end, I briefly think about the experience last night.
Just give me a... just a straight history check.
Well, that's good, because I got no bonus to this. Okay, I'll take an 11.
11. It's sort of like trying to remember a dream.
Okay.
And so it's like you can remember it, but the details are a little vague, but there's certain parts of it that definitely are standing out to you. Seeing that exit and seeing that silvery light coming in and those first moments of stepping out into it and the comfort you feel. And as you're reflecting on that, the moonlight actually comes down and comes on you, and it's oddly comforting in a way that moonlight's never been comforting to you before.
Starting to feel a little angry again.
All right.
Starting to feel just a little bit angry. I look up at the. Do I look up at the moon?
You can, yeah.
I give it a rude gesture.
Okay. So Immeral flips the moon off as his watch comes to an end. I think is Gragnold taking the next one, or was Orbith taking the next one?
Gragnold take it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
7.
7. Okay, so seems to be kind of quiet. As you are sitting, though, you look over by the fire and kind of just reflect on everything that's happened, and then looking up to the moon and thinking about how it's close to that time of year where you left home, that last time of seeing the cubs out and everything that happened. And as you're looking up at the moon in kind of sighing and wondering, like, what became of everybody, what happened, this sort of a wash of calm comes over you. And you don't necessarily see this, but it's more that you feel a presence of someone come and they sit down next to you.
Must be the mushrooms.
And
I think I took too much.
you, again, don't really hear it, but more feel it. This voice going, "Done well for yourself." As you're looking around, you notice that in this place where you've kind of felt this presence next to you, there's this sort of silvery silhouette That's very familiar to you. And when you see it, there's like... It's like getting punched in the gut suddenly. As the last time you saw this person, their body was torn completely apart. But whole and at least appearing whole now is Radnik.
Radnik? Are you real? Or is this an illusion?
Does it matter?
Yes, it kind of does. Because I could be going crazy. I shouldn't have eaten those mushrooms. Also, this is a weird forest. All kinds of weird stuff is happening. So, if you were really Radnik, you would tell me something that only Radnik would know.
You favor putting bugs in your ale, thinking they add some interesting protein and flavor. And you tend to give them interesting names.
That's right. Okay. All right. They do add flavor. I don't think they do. Radnik would know that. But I'll let this one.
You're doing well for yourself.
Why are you a silvery outline meeting me by the fireside?
How else would the wolf god let me appear?
Fair enough.
I couldn't. But you guys made sure that that was taken care of.
What?
You made it so visions like this can happen again. We've been blocked for some time.
Oh, where have you been?
Kind of looks up towards the moon. Howling at the moon properly.
Are you with the pack?
What's left?
I think it's all there. The whole pack. It's with you, Rednick.
His eyes kind of move towards the sleeping form of Baeridin. And then back to you. Not the whole pack. Not by quite a long shot.
I hope you're right, Rednick. I hope you're right.
You two weren't ready before, but you're ready now.
Ready for what? We're the last ones. Wandering around in a forest off some mission given to us by strangers.
Yes. Well, your feet will wander far, but should they wander back, you're ready to follow the tracks, if that's what you choose.
I don't know what any of that means.
Gragnold would recall the destruction of the village, that there were tracks leading east. That you guys decided to go west instead.
All right, Radnick. Will I see you again?
Depends on how bad you fuck up.
Oh, Radnick, you have such a garbage mouth. I missed you so much. I want to go give him a big dwarven ale master hug.
As you go to give it, there's like this one moment where you can feel like a corporeal form, and then it just kind of vanishes and your arms come into yourself, but you still feel comforted.
I hope if I fuck it up as bad as I might, Rednick, I hope I die a warrior's death like you.
You just kind of feel this feeling of kind of...
See if anybody else noticed that I'm talking to myself.
Everyone else seems to be soundly asleep. Immeral's deep in his meditations. And the rest of your watch goes without incident. Eventually, Orbith wakes for his watch. And he wakes you all as dawn approaches. Make perception checks for me, please.
Orbith, did you see anything?
Everybody, or?
Well,
Everybody, yep.
You're saying my
15.
my floor is my passive perception?
Yes, your floor is your passive perception.
That's real good to know. because I didn't come close.
Okay. 15 and
Finally, something where the roll doesn't matter.
I got a 12.
12. All right. So Baeridin and Immeral, you notice as Orbith's waking you guys up, he's kind of stuffing some things into his pack, and one of the things seems to be like a half-made doll that he's putting into his pack.
I'm sorry, a doll?
Mm-hmm.
He hates dolls.
I think Gragnold.
It was
Gragnold
Hates dolls.
Yeah.
Does Gragnold see the doll?
No, Gragnold didn't roll high enough. It was 15.
okay.
What's that you got there?
Yeah, what do you put? Why are you hiding that so quickly?
Just for my kid.
It's for your kid.
Yeah.
What is it?
He does hold it up, and you can see it's like getting to look like a doll, like an orc doll, kind of. It's just a little dolly for her. She likes having these. I don't usually have time to make them, so.
It's adorable. Don't like
Get
Gragnold.
Where'd you get it?
I've been making it when I stand watch and nothing's going on.
Interesting. Do I get any sense that they're lying?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, I have that. Yeah, that's good.
Baeridin just believes him, so I don't think that.
Does Gragnold see that this is going on?
Yeah, great. Since they're talking, yeah. And you brought it out for everyone to see. You would see this going on.
Going to jail. Hold on. We gotta see this. You're going to jail more. I got a 13 total.
13 total. Doesn't
That
seem
could be,
to
I think
be.
you need more jails.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to be hiding anything. He seems to be pretty forthright with this.
Okay.
And yeah, Gragnold will see the doll that he's got out. That
Would you mind if I poked it?
I mean, I've been working kind of hard on it. I don't.
Something sharp. I want to
I
see
don't
if
think you don't need to poke it.
I want to see if it says "ouch."
It's just a dolly. I've been making it.
Did you not see the creepy talking doll?
It was not a creepy talking doll.
Well, if I
one
poked
of those things.
If it makes no response, then I'll be fine with it.
Hold
Just
on.
let me
He pulls out an awl and hands it to you.
I'll do it. All right.
And he pokes it real slow, looking straight in its eyes. See if it works.
Make a cost. No, nothing
How
happens.
terrified are you?
You just poke a hole in the chest of the doll that he's been stitching together.
All right. I'll let this one go.
For my daughter, my wife and she had to move into the city. It's why I took this job. We like living in the forest more, but it's been dangerous, as you can see.
Well, Forrest, you mean the jungle?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's certainly been dangerous for all of us. We need to keep moving. Who can build a boat so we can get out of here quicker?
Might take some time. The mouth
How
of the
much
river
time?
shouldn't be too far, I hope.
Okay. How much time?
It depends on how much wood we find.
Oh, there's a tree.
And-
There's a tree. There's a tree. Found it.
Good wood.
It's a fair point.
We need to fell, and we need to decide what we're doing with these two, pointing to Tweedledum and Jenkins.
Aw.
I don't know if they can fit on a boat.
They won't be able to fit on a boat, but might be better for us to make a floating barge of some kind and have them walk along the shore and pull it. It might go faster, and we could move for most of the day.
That's a good point. Let's get Tweedledum and Jenkins in order to get them to pull over trees.
So you guys start making your way up. It's about noontime when you finally get to a spot where you can see, like, it's no longer just stagnant water. Water is actually starting to move in a direction. It's slow, very, very slow, but it's more bayou-like now than swamp. As you guys are starting to look around for some trees to fell, go ahead and make a either survival or nature to figure out some good trees to pull down. And I'm going to change up the music again.
There we go. I rolled an 11.
What's the roll here?
Survival or nature for trees.
22.
19 for me.
22? All right. So it's not too far off. You do find some really good, solid-looking trees. They also looks like these ones are about ready to fall down, and probably will fall pretty easily. Won't take too much. As you're going towards the trees, though, and pulling on them, you do hear this kind of meow, meow, meow sound.
Do I know what that sound is?
With your skills and stuff, it sounds like some sort of cat.
Am I with Gragnold?
Thank you for that.
I
actually,
or did we like split up to find trees?
Do we know where the cat is?
He's over there.
He's over there. Okay. And here's what I'm gonna do.
Pretend to be a mouse.
He's catching a mouse. All right. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sneak over to the cat and rescue him and bring him.
I can't hear a thing.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak over. And I'm going to sneak over and get the cat and bring it back over here.
Okay,
All right,
good idea. You be sneaky.
I will go do that.
Okay, I'll be here with Baeridin.
All right. So you are sneaking over to where you hear the cat noises coming from?
I'm going to give
All right, go ahead, roll a stealth check.
I just did.
Okay, and?
I'm going to point out that I have a plus 11 on stealth.
Okay.
I got a 13.
All right. Well, let's see here.
Some way to provide you some sort of inspiration.
Well, they don't. All right. Don't seem to do anything. Where are you? Hold on.
Oh my god. I'm gonna sneak over and I'm gonna get the cat. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Stop. I swear I just put you on this map. Hold on.
You can put me on that map anywhere you want because I'm about to trash things.
I'm gonna do something. No, I'm not gonna do something. Never mind.
Raphael, do you
Because
think
how are we
you're
doing on
cursed?
time?
Or
Do
do
I
you
what?
think your dice are cursed? Is it you or is it the dice? Because I wanted to have an experiment here, and I want you to roll for me on my next roll. I'll tell you the modifier, and we'll see if it's your dice or if it's Immeral who is.
Yeah.
I haven't used these dice in a while just because I have my nice new Wormwood dice tower and these heavy stone dice will wreck it.
They don't. They just dent it up just a little bit, but like
Okay.
it's denting that you would expect because
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But either way,
yeah.
Do you leave your dice 20 side up? Because that's my trick.
That's why you got to train it.
All the atoms will settle.
oh,
You know, it's polarity aligned with the earth.
that's interesting. I'm going to try doing that. These dice used to treat me well, but I've ignored them for a while, and I believe they're getting fickle.
That might be. Sorry, I'm just dragging people onto a map. For
That's okay. We're just discussing the very scientific merit, all the science merit behind how I will get my dice to like me more.
Yes.
It's very
All right.
scientific.
So
Hold on. I'm gonna try something here. Hello. Okay. So what is it that you want to say to Dr. B? Uh-huh. No, I understand that you feel ignored, and that makes sense. That really does. No, I get that he's been ignoring you for a while. Uh-huh. No, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. He's committed to using you a little bit more because you are his favorite dice. I know he's not supposed to pick sides. No. I get that.
The other dice heard you.
all right. So Emerald, as you go up these this creature does not seem to perceive you. You come to there's what looks like the ruin of a gigantic tower or something in this jungle, and you peek over the edge, and what you see inside are two small cubs. At first, you think that they're leopards of some kind. They have spots, but then as one of them kind of turns its head towards you, not looking at you, but just kind of turning its head in its direction, you see the cat head, but you also see coming out of its neck are 4 snakes hissing around and looking. And
cat-like.
I'm going to sneak away. I'm going to back off quietly.
All right. So I'll let you do that as you start to...
Hold on. What did we say about this? You are my favorite guy. Yeah, no, and I know your little brother's here too, and both of you are fantastic. So how are you going to treat me? You can treat me well with my sneak roll of 11, with my 6. Jesus Christ, it's not horrible.
Okay, what is it?
18.
Okay. Well, a 20 was rolled, and I'm going to bring you guys over to this map, and this probably will have to be where we end things, as you realize... All right, so on this map, you'll see the circle. Inside the den there, you see the 2 dots. I put red dots on all of you guys so you could be seen a little bit easier. And I'm going to change up that one so it doesn't have... And you hear a growling roar behind you as you realize Mom and Dad are behind you.
No, Mom and Dad are behind me. Of course they are.
I just want to take one moment and look over at it and say, clever girl.
Awesome. All right. We do still have a couple of minutes. So, Immeral, seeing that you are between cubs and their parents, and you do see that they have, and I've been invaded by a small human. And you see that one of them has a dead, some form of mammal, like a large rat type creature in its mouth.
Well, so I am between the cubs and the parents, huh?
Yeah.
Stu, here is where all that legendary monk speed is going to be amazing. Because I am going to straight up Monty Python run away.
You're bravely going to run away?
Oh. Thanks. Not even that. We're full on King Arthur. Run away!
Run! Just keep running! All right.
I am going to use my dash action and book it.
All right. So you start running towards your allies. I'm just going to have
Hold
them
on.
do...
How far do I make it? I overshoot them by about 12 square. No, let's see. How far do I actually make it running away? Oh my God. Seriously?
Yeah, you do.
Wow. So, and as I zoom past them.
Okay.
Guys, monster.
All right. So as you roar, look that the 2 parents
monster.
come out of the bush. You hear Orbith looks back and says, "Oh shit, Death Kitty with the murder noodles. We gotta go."
Monster.
He's gonna tell you guys just to run away.
And just for kicks, I'm gonna use my extra bonus action. I'm assuming these cats cannot catch up with me.
Are they interested in catching up with you now that you're not near their babies?
That's a good question. I haven't checked yet. Because I'm just running past monster.
All right. Gragnold, Baeridin, what would you guys do?
We're basically going to try to run away from these, right?
Yep.
Like, that's what it's looking like.
I would encourage this action.
I mean, Immeral is not, stoic maybe, and like willing to face challenges, and he's not right now. So I'm going to definitely take that as a sign.
All right, so you guys just start booking it, running away. Oh, hey, Black Dice, don't do that. Okay. And so as you guys are looking over your shoulders, you see you hear this big roar with kind of this hissing sound with it. But you see the two cats making their way to the den where the two cubs were. And
That's
they don't
good.
see. And Orbit's kind of looking at you guys like, I don't like those things. They're really freaking scary.
Immeral shouts from about 30, 40 feet away. Yeah, I noticed.
Sorry about that. I forgot what they're called. My daughter gave them that name.
They're called No.
I like that name too. Anyway, let's go over somewhere else.
Danger.
And eventually you guys are able to fell several trees. So just for the sake of time, because we do guys have to start wrapping up things, would you guys want to make like a raft to put yourselves on and have the dinos kind of pull the raft alongside, or let the dinos go do their thing and you guys make boats and more just kind of paddle your way down the river?
We'll probably do the raft thing, I think. If we can bring the dinos with us, it seems worthwhile to do.
Okay. So you spend the rest of the day felling the logs and getting that all taken care of. And then that night you guys have watch for the sake of speed of things. I'm getting invaded by more small humans. So we'll just say you guys rest fairly peacefully that night. It does rain off and on, so that's pretty uncomfortable. But then the next day is spent grabbing vines, kind of lashing the raft together using, Orbis actually uses some of his abilities. Let me just make sure. Yeah, he's able to find basically like some pitch and stuff to help seal the raft up. So you guys spend the rest of that day really just kind of working on making these really solid and strong for your party and all your items and things. And you guys rest that night. It actually feels like a pretty good night of rest because you weren't having to walk. You were actually able to use your cloaks to stay out of the rain and stay fairly dry, even though you're in a swamp and it's always humid and kind of gross. You're feeling okay. You've been able to find some good food to eat, stuff that's not covered in spores, and kind of reflecting back and feeling like you've done well. And so that night, who would be taking a watch that night?
I suppose Baeridin would probably take a watch.
I want to see if I get visited by my friend again.
Okay, give me the order 1, 2, 3.
1,
2.
All right. So starting off with Immeral, go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
Okay, let's see here. 77.
77.
I grow tail feathers.
So sitting and reflecting on things, you're really connecting with nature around you, and the image that comes to your mind during your meditation is that of a hearth or a fire crackling in a hearth, and just really studying the movements of the flames, and like you can almost feel your body kind of mimicking that movement in ways as you are working to understand the fire in a more meaningful way.
Okay, nothing all that unusual given I'm
Yep.
a 4 elements monk.
Yes, yeah. So, all right.
I'm keeping an eye out for the silvery light because it and I are going to have some words the next time.
Okay, all right. The moon does rise where you guys are. Thicker trees, so you're able to see it, but it's a little bit more broken up. If you wanted to go and like stand in the moonlight.
Yeah, I go stand in the moonlight, preparing to face it this time.
Okay. So again, you stand in the moonlight, and initially there's that initial moment of feeling that kind of calm wash over you, but then it's like that steely resolve that you have, like, nope, I'm just going to face this. Like, I'm not going to feel calm. I'm not going to feel reassured. No, I'm just going to be here.
Yeah. What do you want? I say sternly at the moonlight.
Just roll an intimidation check.
decent roll. It's not a natural 20, but I roll a 20 to intimidate the moon.
All right. So as you roll that, there's sort of like, you feel this thing of like, it's almost like nature itself takes a step back from you. And there's sort of like this, not from you, but you get this sense of confusion. It's almost like something that's been kind of with you. How to put it? It's almost like you didn't recognize this thing was with you until suddenly it was like standing back from you.
Okay, so now I feel its absence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Now that I have your attention, maybe we can chat. I'll be here.
Do the rest of us
Alright.
hear him talking to himself?
You probably do.
Yeah, he's not being very quiet, so.
No, I'll be here if you want to talk.
I'm gonna go over to him.
You know Radmic too?
What?
Aren't you talking to a silvery outlined dwarf?
No. I'm talking to the moon itself.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
You, is it talking back?
Trying to get it to.
Can I help?
Why not?
All right. What's your strategy here?
Well, that's a good question. But you know what? There's just been a presence here. And I want to talk to it.
All right.
So, having a conversation with it. It's not much of one. It's not talking back.
Have you tried being nice? It sounded like you were being pretty aggressive.
Well, yeah.
Something you might want to think about there, Immeral.
Huh.
I'm gonna put my hand on Immeral's shoulder, and then pat it a couple of times, and then walk back.
What do I feel the moonlight / nature is doing now that I kind of relax a little bit?
That presence kind of comes back to you. And again, it's nothing, it doesn't feel sinister. It doesn't feel.
Yeah, that's the threatening part.
Yeah. It just, it's almost like something that's been touching your skin so long you don't notice it was touching anymore. Was taken away, and then it kind of has just kind of come back. Yeah, so you just kind of feel it return. Sorry.
I don't know what that was, but it was awesome. But all right, so I see Gragnold Baeridin is standing by.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Gragnold's standing by next.
Well, I'm starting to actually. All right, Baeridin.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are.
Is Baeridin asleep?
No, Baeridin's asleep. Gragnold.
Yeah.
So stand by a moment. I relax and just kind of sink into the feeling.
As you do that, you just feel this kind of overwhelming warmth come into you. It not physical warmth, but like a comforting warmth. Sort of like safety and acceptance. And it just envelops you.
Nope. 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 I'd say out loud, what do you want? Nothing.
You don't feel a response of any kind. You just kind of feel this continuing presence of safety around you.
Nope.
I will walk back over there. I see all this happening, and then
All you hear is nope.
What is that?
I'm gonna go back over there, and I'm gonna put my hand on Immeral's shoulder, and then just do a full-on like wolf howl at the moon.
Attaboy.
Do a performance check.
Can I have advantage because I'm part of the Moonfang clan?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I have -1 in my charisma. So.
Oh.
16.
Good thing for
16. So Orbith, Nick, Emma, everybody else kind of shoots up as you make this really loud howl at the moon. Like Orbith kind of comes up and says, what the hell?
And I look over at Immeral and I say, "Welcome to the pack."
Oh.
Baeridin wakes up and then gives like a little howl back and then gets back to sleep. It's not unusual for Gragnold to howl at the moon.
So I'm going back to sleep now.
yeah, Gragnold, I know. Moon is great, whatever.
Immeral pauses for a moment and gives Baeridin a big hug. Or gives Gragnold a big hug.
Baeridin's asleep.
yeah, whatever. Shush. Gives Gragnold a hug.
I don't want to picture that we slowly levitate and start rotating.
All right, we're having a moment.
In the
We're
moonlight.
having a moment.
We're a serious moment. Point.
All right, so you guys embrace, and like Greg, for you, there is sort of this sense of like, this was the right thing to do. You feel good about this, and that is where we will end things since it is time.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Special thank you to streamer MM Sven, who manages our stream for us and makes sure that everything looks good. And again, all of the music you heard was from Tabletop Audio, so check them out. They do really good loops and everything. And we will be back to play sometime. I don't know when. Soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thanks, Levi.
Thanks, Levi.
Thank you guys so much
for watching the stream.
All right. We'll see you guys. Bye.